Hey, I'm Marcus.
I'm Matrax.
And I'm Nick.
We are Working Class Nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right. We are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Thursday, November 3rd, 2022, and you can find this I'm Back 174 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, and anywhere you can find a podcast in the galaxy far, far away.
You can now find every single Working Class Nerds episode on YouTube. And in addition to YouTube, Working Class Nerds is branching out to another new platform, rumble.com. So from now on, all the top tier video content that Marcus tells me to put on there will be there.
Oh, shit. You can watch me completely fail at video games Tuesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
And you can watch me play video games every single Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
You can watch me continue the Monday Night Vibes at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/A_A_track.
And you can find us all on the social media at MarcusB814.
I am at Atrax_A.
And I'm at Nick Burnett and CKVR. And in this week's episode, we have a very, very special guest. She's not only a Twitch streamer, mega Star Wars nerd like us, and also an epic cosplayer. Like, if you thought Marcus's Halloween costumes were cool, wait until you see Ruthless Nightsister. So welcome to the show, Ruthie. And what have you been up to?
Well, I just finished a recent playthrough of Jedi Fallen Order on Grandmaster over on my Twitch stream.
A Grandmaster
great.
in our
Not
midst.
worthy.
It went great.
Wow.
It went better than I thought it was going to, so that's a big plus.
Who did we watch just struggle in that last fight forever?
Oh, Stay Alive.
Stay alive. That last fight.
How many times? How many times?
Oh, it was a lot. It was like
Were they
hours.
counting? Oh,
yeah, I
hours.
don't know if he was. I think was it Second Sister? Yeah, Second Sister.
Yeah.
He was on his third stream, and the third stream, I think he did like 17 hours, and he still didn't win.
On Grandmaster?
Yeah. Or whatever the highest one is. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's Grandmaster.
Yeah.
Oof.
It was
No,
rough.
it's a struggle for sure. I know I had to give my chat a pep talk. I'm like, please, everyone, just shut up while I try to do this because I need to focus.
Yeah.
But no, it was a good time. Other than that, been playing Overwatch in my free time, and we just got a new 3D printer for cosplay stuff, so I've been trying to learn Blender.
Oh, snap.
Cool.
So we'll see how that goes.
I don't know what's Blender.
It's a 3D soft, like you can create 3D things to print on your 3D printer.
It's like
Wow.
a sculpting modeling software.
You know, I'll be honest. You know what? If I had a 3D printer, I'm going to be 100% honest. There's one thing that I really, really, really want.
What's that?
I really want a Destiny
Dare
ghost.
I ask?
That's
Oh.
not what I thought you were going to
Okay.
say.
No, I
Yeah.
I want to make a ghost, and I want to paint
Destiny
it.
Ghost.
Yes, like I want to make a Destiny ghost just like the one I have in the game, and like then I can like have my kids paint it for me. It'll be really sloppy, but it'll be awesome.
That is so much more wholesome than that where I thought.
No,
you
that
Yeah.
was a good. That's a good choice.
You can
What do
put a
you-
little
what do you
light in
mean?
it and
You know what's
everything.
funny? I saw Marcus like shuffle through his first, second, and third choice in his head.
No,
And go,
that
what
was
else
always
can I
there.
say?
I was
Which one
looking
is
at you.
wholesome?
That was it from the beginning. And Nick, his mind went right to the gutter.
Oh
Like
yeah.
he was in the New York City gutter in the drain with all the rats.
Oh yeah.
He
I
did
said
look really worried.
I high-fived it and everything, or whatever his name is, the clown
Who's the clown?
from it.
Pennywise?
Thank you.
Pennywise, yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, but you
Neither
know
have
that
I.
it's a clown in the sewer.
I didn't know he was in the sewer.
All right. Well, never mind.
Well, we're moving on. Anyways,
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
what do you think of So I guess my question is, what do you think of Overwatch 2?
I guess I was a big fan of Overwatch 1 since it doesn't technically exist anymore. But it still exists in Overwatch 2.
Yeah,
I've
the same
really
game.
enjoyed Overwatch 2. There are some character changes that have kind of bothered me because they like have changed characters entirely to like different characters. But other than that, I've been enjoying it a lot. And I like that it's free to play because that means a lot more of my friends are more willing to play it with me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I went back to Overwatch 2. I played Overwatch like when it launched, and I don't remember even like the first DLC. I think the newest DLC like added character was Ana, I think, the sniper healer player.
Oh
So
yeah.
that
It's
was
like
a long
Farrah's
time
mom.
ago.
Like a long time
Mhm.
ago. Yeah, and then I revisited it like I don't know, a couple weeks ago when Overwatch 2 came out. And I enjoyed it a lot, but like only because it's basically just Overwatch. It's really not
It's just
anything.
Yep. It's
not anything
revamped
different.
Overwatch.
It's still,
Where you have to
know,
buy the
kind of the same.
skins. That's really the
Yeah.
biggest difference.
And it seems like they made it so that you have to play more to get the same amount of skins and or
Of
buy 'em.
course.
So like they made the like
or you
grind
pay the
longer.
money. You play a bunch or you pay the money.
Right.
Well, isn't that how Fortnite made all their money?
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's 100% how Fortnite makes their money.
Yeah, I never played. I think I played Fortnite once, and like I got scoped from some dude who built a building to the edge of the map, and
To like the skybox.
and I was just running across the ground. I didn't know what I was doing, and I got scoped, and I was like, I'm done.
Yep.
I respect that.
Yeah,
know,
how
I
many
understand.
times I got the drop on kids and they just built a sky fort in like 4 seconds and then sniped me from it. I'm like, all right.
well, this
Seems
game's not for
legit.
me.
Hey, they
Yeah.
have no builds now. It's the only
That's
reason I
true.
played Fortnite is because I have the version where you can't build, so kids can't do that.
Maybe
And
that
they have
sounds
the
way
Star
better.
Wars skins, which, when they dropped the Obi-Wan Kenobi skin during Obi-Wan being out, I was like, maybe I'll play Fortnite a little bit.
I get that. That would
Yeah,
be cool
that's
to run
fair.
as- I think they had a Goku skin at one point too. Or maybe they still
They
do.
have so many different skins.
They have a
Like
ton.
they
They've got
just
Halo
released a
skins.
new Leia, Han, Luke skin, and
It's a
I'm
combo.
thinking about going back.
Well,
Are
and they
there
have the
3 heads?
Destiny skins too.
They have Destiny skins.
Yeah.
with
They
that?
Yeah,
have
because
Destiny skins.
because Destiny is on the Epic Game Store now.
Oh, cool.
Halo. They've got what? Keanu Reeves is in there too, I think.
Spider-Man.
Dude,
John
listen,
Wick.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
let you guys know if I was into dudes, Keanu Reeves would be my dude.
Yeah,
I
I can
respect
see that. He's very symmetrical and also super badass.
Yeah, he's super badass.
Like every
dude.
character he plays is super badass, but then the dude himself is like super sweet and kind.
Dude, I watched
Right.
a video of him doing like a tactical like gun like thing, and he didn't miss, and it was like flawless, and he did it in like 3 seconds, and I was like, "That's my man right there." Like just the dude, everything he says is just wholesome, and like he's just like I would never go if I like I said if I was into dudes, that guy would be the guy because no matter where I would be, I would just talk as much shit as possible because I'm gonna be like, K Dubs is with me. He's got my back. I don't have to worry about
KR.
nothing.
Yeah.
So
That's
Moving
I
on.
concur. Anyways, back at the ranch.
yeah.
A-Trax, what have you been up to
Sidebar
this
of
week?
sidebar. Yeah. Well, so I first and foremost switched internet browsers, which is something that like people don't do very often.
Okay.
But I made the switch because I noticed while I had a tab open watching some streams and then trying to play video games, like some of the newer games are crashing. And I look into my system settings and my task manager, and Chrome is eating up like a ton of my space. So I looked
Yeah.
for new web browsers. Mozilla Firefox is okay, but I decided to try Opera GX, and I've actually really liked it so far. It's super cool. I made everything green, and it uses like half the space that
Half the RAM.
half the RAM that Chrome does.
Yeah, Chrome uses a
which
lot
is-
of RAM.
It was astonishing. It was pretty astonishing to me. And so I made that switch because the CS:GO Major is going on right now, and I wanted to watch all the different streams. There have been a lot of crowd interferences and tech issues with the actual like LAN matches. So
Oh, no kidding. Crowd interferences, like people
Yeah.
shining
no, so
like, lasers on the
so-
screens or something.
No, so it'll be like in crucial moments. So there's like it's mostly been for the Brazilian teams because it's the home crowd. But for other teams too, it's happened where like it'll be a 1v1 scenario or something, and one of the players is holding like 3 different angles. And so the crowd will cheer louder when they peek at one or like they look at one certain angle where the guy is coming from. And so then they know, and then they just like play off the crowd and get the free win and stuff.
Interesting.
That's kind of hard to like. What do you do there?
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah,
it got so bad they turned off the X-ray in the mini map for the in crowd to try and like prevent it. But then there was big community backlash, so they put all that stuff back on.
Yeah, just like let it happen.
Right? Yeah, like it is what it is. The Brazilian teams got kind of wrecked anyway, so it didn't really help. But my teams won. My teams are in through the next stage, which starts in a couple weeks. So I'm super happy for that, which was very scary because both of them started down 0-2. So happy that they won. Go Vitality, go Cloud9. So that's that whole thing. And then just continuing on right away with the tournament stuff. The big news, Multiverses tournament happening this Saturday. It is on. We've adjusted the time from 1 p.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific or 8 p.m. Eastern because a lot more people could make it. So now I think we have like 6 people signed up already, which was a lot more than last night. Yeah. So people are signing up. You can go sign up until tomorrow night. And
sweet.
It'll be good. Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Go sign up.
Yeah, Marcus is going to play and he hasn't signed up yet. He's giving me the glare chat.
No, everybody knows. Like if it's before 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m. Eastern, there's a 0.0 chance that I get to play a video game. 0.
That's true.
I have my kids, they go to bed, and then it's dad time, right? Like there's 0 chance.
Right. Yeah, I get it.
But I'm going to be there just to talk shit. Like I'm going to tune right into whoever's streaming it and just troll so hard to try to break conversation.
Just activate the TTS all the time.
Dude, whoever listen, that is the greatest thing that any stream has ever created is the TTS.
I know.
This shit is so funny.
I cry
and like anybody that doesn't have it on, you are doing your community a disservice because if you have moderation on and you type fuck, it's not going to read it. Right, because of your moderation. But when somebody types ha 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 10,000 times, it is so goddamn funny that you can't stop laughing. And just know that the person that's doing it on your end, on the typing end, is laughing 3 times as hard as you. But my whole bane of existence on Twitch is to do it when Chimeri is having a real conversation with people, and then it goes on for like 35 seconds. And he just stops and he's like, and then after the thing is over, he has 0 idea what he was talking about, and he moves on. It's the greatest thing ever.
Poor Kai.
Don't feel bad for him.
It's hilarious.
He is the biggest troll on Twitch.
He is. He gets it right back.
Yeah,
100%.
It's a fair exchange.
Trade.
So
TTS. Anyways, so wait, just to go with your CS:GO. So I did watch the majors.
Oh yeah.
You know, I did watch a little of it today at lunchtime, and it's really interesting. So I've never, and I need to find something that I'm into. I feel like I would be into like the Call of Duty League stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
Why would you pull that up? So Atrax took a picture of me as Buzz Lightyear. Okay.
Oh,
and you with the epic mustache. Here, I'll paste it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. This is the sidebar. Thank you, Nick. Just
anytime. Happy to help.
Look at the bottom of the notes. All right. So what I was saying about it is it's really fascinating to me that there's this many people interested in watching video game like league stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like esports. Because I've never really like watched it. Like I watched a little bit of the Overwatch League when it first came out, and I've watched a little bit of stuff, but like I was watching this Twitch chat and the chat was going so fast and people were like, get wrecked when this team like scored a point and like, cause they were down 2 points and they now we're within 1, and people in the chat were going bananas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this is how I get sometimes when I watch baseball or football or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
soccer or whatever.
yeah, and I'm like, man, I should really like find something that I like. And for me, I would find that like it would have to be Call of Duty probably.
Yeah, because you play it and you would
I
actually
play it and
know.
I understand it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
I could never play CS:GO.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah, I'm
Or
bad.
Valorant.
Yeah, I've tried playing
I would love
Valorant,
to see
I'm
that.
real bad.
What?
You play CS:GO and Valorant. I'll take you in, Marcus. I'll Sherpa you.
Dude.
I'll play, but I'm not very good at Valorant. I do way better with like, or I found the most success in Valorant with like the like a marksman rifle type of thing, where it's like the semi-auto rifle,
Yeah.
because like I could
Mhm.
control the spray
Guardian.
way better.
Is there anything that I can run and gun with?
No, it's like not in Valorant anyway.
No, not in Valorant. In CS:GO, there's a couple guns you could do it with.
Then I am out.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Pray and spray.
yeah, that's your MO.
That's
Right.
my MO.
that's fair.
But anyway, moving on.
Right. Yeah, moving on. So lots of tournaments happening. Continuing on with the tournament vibe. League of Legends World Finals happening this Saturday as well. It actually starts right when the tournament starts, which kind of sucks, the multiverses tournament. But T1, the like most infamous org in League of Legends and probably in a lot of gaming in general, is in the finals again. Faker, the just an insanely goated player, back in the finals in Worlds where he belongs. And I'm cheering. I'm cheering for T1. Go Korea.
Woo woo.
I'll just say that is a game I have zero idea what's going on.
Yeah, me neither.
Like zero. And when we went to PAX, they had a tournament there. Dude, there was 1,000 people like literally screaming at the top of their lungs.
yeah, it was wild.
And it reminds me so much of like StarCraft. And I'm not saying that it is that game, but it reminds me of it. And all I think about is how bad I was at StarCraft because it's a typing game.
Yeah,
And I'm a terrible typer.
yeah, you got
You
the
cannot play
fastest two fingers
StarCraft
in
with
Western
two
Mass.
fingers.
Yeah.
Right?
Nah, no way.
Like I can't even play Diablo on the computer because I can't handle like the click of the mouse and hitting button like moves. I just can't.
How do you play
okay.
first-person shooters? It's the same thing.
No,
Yeah.
because the first person shooter is your action button. That's what you're shooting with.
Okay.
In Diablo, you're clicking to where you need your mouse to go. I can't. My brain does not
It's
comprehend
the type of movement.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you click to move. Like you want
Right.
to.
Oh, yeah, that's how League is. It's like weird.
Right, yeah.
I
Click to move.
I could not figure it out. It's like click to move, but also click to attack, but also click to stand by, but also click to like do a rallying move and have click to have your minions. So I'm like, it's one button and you're having 18 different things.
But if you're holding control or shift
Well,
or caps lock or tab,
It's a long press or a double press, but it's if you do 3 seconds, it's this, but if you do 3.4 seconds, it's that move. I'm like,
Well,
I don't know what's happening.
that's like the difficult controls, but I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
League
okay,
is-
that's what my
League is
friends
not
threw
easy.
me into.
But
They're
then
like,
League's
"Hey,
not
watch
easy.
play the tutorial, and we're gonna go play a match." And I'm like, "I don't know how to beat the tutorial, guys."
Yeah. The tutorial's not very helpful.
No, none of the tutorials are. But at the same time,
Right.
when I move in Star Wars: The Old Republic, I hold the left and the right mouse button.
Yeah,
down
see,
to
this
walk.
is why I don't know.
I nightmare rated doing that. I never used WASD in
That's
Star Wars: The
wild.
Old Republic
Huh. Yeah, that's wild to me.
That's wild to me. too.
because it's not that type of game for me. WASD is meant for Destiny.
you played
or
like the
Call of
whole
Duty.
all of Star Wars: Old Republic on one hand, because didn't
Yes.
you have all your buttons?
Yeah,
on
I have
the,
a
on the,
MMO
like,
mouse.
Well, that's the way to
Everything-
go. Okay, yeah.
So your movement is the
Gotcha.
2 big keys, and then all 12 buttons on your thumb are just like all your abilities.
And then no. So then my WASD keys and all those like major keys were all my defensive cooldowns. That's how I
Oh.
survived.
That's so
But like,
complicated. to me.
but now with like
But
first
League
person
is
shooters-
complicated.
Right,
It
yeah.
is.
League is difficult.
right, like it's just different flavors of complicated.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh well. Well, hey, you brought up a good thing, MMOs. So in addition to League, back into WoW. Great segue.
Okay,
Uh,
very nice.
Yeah, I finally, after taking a couple of weeks off, I am now back resubbed to WoW. They, with the pre-patch, now have new UI improvements and new talent trees. They got rid of all the old ones. They brought back new ones. And so I'm really, really loving the new UI. It's a lot more adjustable. You don't have to have nearly as many add-ons in order to have it look good. But the talent trees, I'm completely lost. That's always where I struggle with MMOs, is like the stat prio, the min-maxing, that sort of stuff. I could care less.
And the new expansion comes out the 28th of this month.
Yes.
Whoa.
It's,
Is that Thanksgiving weekend?
I think so, yeah.
Or is it the Tuesday after?
I'll tell you in 1 second.
I think it's Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's a Tuesday after.
It's
or the Monday after. All right. So they're going to give their employees the weekend off for Thanksgiving, and then they're going to be working 24 hours on, 24 hours on, 24 hours on.
Yep.
That's a lot of overtime.
Yeah.
Dealing with all the broken stuff.
Right.
Broken.
The DEFCON 5 alarm's going off.
Right.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
Uh-oh, server crashes, server whatever.
Losing money.
Anyway, whoever. Yeah, who's next?
I don't know. We do this.
All right, I'm going to go because, listen.
All right. So Marcus, what have you been up to this week?
So first things first is I want to say suck less to Atrax and Nick. Okay. You guys talked zero shit about me when I wasn't on the show last week. I'm so disappointed in the both of you. Like,
well, that's
I was listening. I was listening to. Yeah, but I was listening to the podcast. Well, yeah. I'll get to the reason why I was not here. But I was listening to the podcast at work, and I'm like, these two motherfuckers didn't say one negative thing towards me. They suck. Like, when one of them missed the show, I tear them apart.
I know.
And I love every minute of it.
Yeah, it's funny. And it's expected.
So as everybody knows, I went to Kansas City, Missouri. My mom is moving to Kansas City, or did move. I drove my mom from Massachusetts to Kansas City, Missouri. We made a detour in Indiana, and I got to have dinner with Free Ride, which was fucking amazing. So the last,
tell me about that.
All right. So the last,
you don't even tell me about that in IRL.
So the last thing on the planet I would think I would eat in Indiana, would be seafood.
Yeah. Why would? Okay.
Because there they have people in, like, I'm going to call them like a box truck, but like a refrigerator truck. And they drive to Florida and New England to buy fish.
And they just
drive back and then sell it. Okay. So like, it's fresh fish, but it's like dude, the amount that Free Ride must have spent on dinner for me and my mom is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Whether you like seafood or not, you got to understand this food was amazing. Like, hands down, some of the best food. He made this, like, it was like Cajun fish, but there was like peppers and onions, and he put sausage in it. It was unbelievable.
Okay.
Like, that's all I ate. Once I tasted it, and the amount of food, like, he has like a 5-foot island. The entire top of the island was full of food.
Jesus.
Like, he cooked for an army. And it was so amazing. And getting to meet him in person, like, whenever you get to meet somebody that you know on Twitch or in the nerds community or anything like that, it like solidifies your friendship. Because honestly, in real life, I probably have 3 friends.
Yeah.
Nick doesn't count because he's like my brother. Even though he's my cousin.
Have friends?
Well, yeah, like, I've known one of my friends, Rick G, since I was like 5. We played basketball our whole lives together. And our friend Matt lives an hour and a half away from us, but he's still one of my closest friends in the world.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
And I don't get to see him much. So I talk to Atrax and Nick more than I talk to anybody else in the world, right?
That's true.
So getting to meet Free Ride in person, it was amazing. I got to see, like, where he streams and, like, how his house is set up, and, like, now when he's talking about stuff and, like, meeting his awesome dogs, and, like, it was just so cool. But the trip itself is, I've never been to the Midwest. I know, Atrax, you live on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast. I have never in my life ever seen so much flat land ever. Like,
it's just hours,
like miles and miles, and as far as your eyes can see, it's flat. I swear I could see the curve of the earth happening. And listen, if you're a flat earther, it's definitely not. I saw the curve. Anyway,
there you go. Disprove.
Yeah.
Yep. You heard it here.
Fact check.
Definitely not first.
Yeah.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. I had an amazing time with my mom. I got to see some really cool places. If there was one word to describe my trip, the word is perspective. I
Okay.
work 80 hours a week for my own business. Plus I'm a dad. Plus I stream 3 nights a week and we do this podcast. I'm really busy. And being there and spending time with my mom, who was moving with my sister, and I got to see my sister. And I haven't seen my sister in probably, I don't know, a year. And I would say the most special thing that happened was I sat at the dining room table with my mom and my sister for 2 nights in a row and had dinner. That may never happen in my life again. Just us 3.
Right.
Because it's usually my kids, my wife, everybody, or family all around. There's always people around, right? Just the wholesomeness of being like when we were like my mom and because I think about my kids doing that with me.
Yeah.
Like my mom must have been like, this was like when we were little kids eating chicken nuggets and Kraft macaroni and cheese. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So it was amazing getting to see my sister's house. It was fucking rad. And we visited 10 states.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I can say like,
Can you list them all?
oh my God, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio.
New Jersey or no?
No,
Yeah. Oh, you went Tappan Zee.
no, over through Waterbury. Oh my
Oh.
God, I got to start over. Mass, Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri,
Kansas, and maybe one other.
Kansas. Fuck, I'm missing one.
Let me pull up the map.
Oh, Kentucky.
How did you hit Kentucky? You went south a little?
Bro, I was everywhere. I felt like Johnny Cash. I've been everywhere, man. And let me tell you, the trip was amazing. Anyways, I'm rambling on. Sorry, everybody. The trip was amazing. I got to hang out with my mom. It was fucking awesome. And then I came back and I was exhausted. And then we had our Subween last Saturday.
Yep.
And I had so much fun doing it. I got to be the director Chronic cosplay with the mustache, the Chronic hat, the whole 9 yards. Then I switched into the Super Mario outfit, and then I was in the Buzz Lightyear outfit. It was fucking great. I had a lot of fun. I tried to solo a dungeon in Destiny, and I got stomped so hard, and I did it for hours, and eventually
2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Ouch.
Yeah, I couldn't, like, it was bad. And I think I eventually messaged Atrax. I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for this. And then talking to some people who solo these dungeons, they were like, Marcus, you have to build a character that is all defense. You need to use the right thing with the right thing and the combinations. Like your everything else doesn't matter except survivability. And I was just like, I'm just going to go in and do it. Right. Can't be that hard. And then I found out that the one I did was
The hardest one.
It's one of the hardest ones.
Yeah.
Whatever. I had a lot of fun doing it. Yeah, exactly.
No, you texted me. You're like, I'm miserable, dude. I hate this. I got.
Oh, yeah.
I got to switch. I need.
Well,
to.
yeah, but that was after 2.5 hours. I was just like, dude, but at 2.5 hours, you get through the one damage phase out of all of it. I got through one full damage phase, and I was just like, I need to stop because I don't want to ruin my stream, right?
Yeah.
Then, after that, some of our friends are starting to play this game more and more. And there's one friend who has been playing a little bit more of Destiny, and he's already been on a raid team with me. And if I can get him to grind a little bit more with me, we will have enough people to start the raid team up again. And I think I'm getting him because he has fun when he plays it. And he's like the king of complaining, right?
So I know who this is.
Yeah, so like, I don't want to use a sword. This is so dumb. But then he does it and he goes, that was fucking awesome. He's like, let's go. Amazing. I got the exotic. But then in the next breath, he's like, oh, this sucks so bad, dude. I don't want to use a sword. I want to use a submachine gun.
Dude,
What do you
who
mean
are
I'm
you
gonna use a
talking about?
You.
Wait, me? What? That's crazy. I never do that. What?
Yeah, right.
Oh man.
But so we're really close to a raid team. And then of course
I did not think you were talking about Atrax. I thought you were talking about somebody else who I will mention.
I knew he was talking
off the
about
air.
me.
Oh no, I was definitely 100%. I wasn't going to call anybody out
yeah.
that hard.
I was
going to
say, I mean, that's aggressive.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
In my
great.
head, I'm thinking, well, he's really going for it. Okay.
Anyway, then of course, I play Modern Warfare 2 with Nick
Oh yeah.
on Tuesday, which he's going to talk about more.
Yes.
But I updated my game drivers, and it completely fucked up my stream. Streamlabs will not work now. Will not. Like
Yeah.
I have to now.
Oh no.
Yep. So like, I can't get it
That's
to
the
work.
second time
So
it's happened,
it's
right?
the second time it happened. It happened months ago,
Yeah.
and I had to revert it back like 3 months. But now I've reverted it back months again. Still not working. So I'm gonna uninstall my video card. I'm gonna reinstall it again. And this is what's bullshit is it's a 3090. This shit shouldn't happen.
Yeah, definitely not.
But
No.
there could have been a corrupt file in the original time when I downloaded it, and it just messes it up. I don't know. So this is going into the next statement. Looks like it's break time. I probably won't be streaming until next Tuesday because I'm literally going to take apart my computer, reinstall the video card.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, I'm going to have to switch to OBS and see if it works there
Instead of Streamlabs.
instead of Streamlabs, which I don't want to do. And everybody's like, OBS is so much better. I like the fact that I click giveaway and it makes Streamlabs makes everything so easy.
Yeah.
And I'm all about ease. Anyway, so break time, not back until Tuesday. Nick, what have you been up to?
So first things first, I went to Boston for Halloween. What are you saying
It's
over there?
Halloween.
Right. So that was epic. So the story time for that is originally my sister wanted my parents and I to come up to she lives in Boston. We live in Western Mass, so it's like an hour and a half away. Come up to Boston for brunch on Saturday, but I'm prepping for World Cup. Not soccer, World Cup of paintball. I'm playing in that tournament in 2 weeks. So I had practice that day. So I'm like,
You're
okay.
playing in the World Cup for paintball? Sorry to like quickly interrupt.
Yeah.
You're playing in the World Cup for paintball.
Yes. Yep.
That's cool.
In Florida.
All right. Cool. Let's go.
Thank you. That's in November 9th through 14th. I'll be in Florida. But
Okay.
So wait, I should talk about that, I guess. A little bit too, huh? I'm going to Florida next week. Wait, is that next week? That is next week. Yeah, I won't be on next week's episode because I'll be in Florida playing paintball. Marcus is going thick
because I'm going to talk so much shit. It's going to be great.
All right. Well, no souvenir for you then.
I don't need a souvenir.
Can I have Marcus's souvenir?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, you can. So yeah, that's exciting. I've been to nationals. I've been playing the national circuit for the other NXL events, National X-Ball League. But I've never been to a World Cup, and it's supposed to be the biggest, grandest like show and tournament for paintball in the world. So I'm super excited. And what's pretty cool is my childhood like paintball hero player who's retired like 6 or 7 years ago is coming back for this tournament. That's Oliver Lang. And I don't expect any of you three to, well, you know.
I don't know if I had a childhood paintball hero.
Well, I was obviously super into paintball.
I was going to say, you obviously were doing it a lot more.
Yeah. I was, I had like a poster of like him like pumping up the Ironman in like the huddle. I had like the Virtue poster of him when he was like sponsored by Virtue.
I dig it.
Anywho, so that's exciting, but so I couldn't go to my backtracking to this weekend. I couldn't go to my sister's to have brunch with her because I was going to be at practice during the day in Connecticut. But I offered to come up afterwards for like to grab a drink or something, and she goes, "Well, actually, that day, me and all my friends, aka like 20 of my friends, are going to a bar crawl from like 3 to 11." And I was like, "She's like, do you want to come?" And I'm like, hell yeah, I do." So this was like Monday the week prior. I'm like, shit, well, I need a costume now because it's a Halloween bar crawl. I'm like, all right, well, I can't order a costume on Amazon because nothing's going to come in time. I don't want to go to like Party City or something and buy something off the shelf because like
Party City.
I could do that, but I wanted to like look a little bit cooler. So like, all right, so what costume can I buy like real stuff for that would be super cheap?
He needs a lot more than that to look cool.
Right. Well, I definitely didn't look cool. I had to. Anyways, I'll explain the costume. I definitely looked dorky, but I was a soccer referee, so I bought a real soccer referee shirt. I bought a real like headset that I tucked the wire into my shirts for VAR checks. I bought a real FIFA like soccer card book with the pencil, the yellow card, and the red card. And I bought like soccer socks that come up to like almost my knee. Put on sneakers, shorts, and I just tucked the shirt in. And then I there's a little Velcro like badge on the shirt for like to the referees like put a little badge on there for the different leagues that they ref. So I printed out like the logos for all those. I have a laminated them, slapped some Velcro on the back, and I could switch which league I repped for. It was legit.
It was pretty, dude.
Solid.
I saw the pictures. Yeah, it was a great costume.
And it was like I spent I think $20 on the shirt, and then all the other little stuff added up to like $20. So it was like by Wednesday the costume was complete. And yeah, it was awesome. So we go to the bar crawl, meet up with our friends, meet at our apartment, Uber in to the city, like meet one group of friends, another group of friends, another group of friends. Next thing I know, it's like 20 of our friends and people, hundreds of people everywhere in Halloween costumes. The first bar we went to was like a Asian themed place of some kind. They had like scorpion bowls they called like the witch's brew. So people are walking around with these giant scorpion bowls. It's packed. Music's bumping. This lady was going around selling teriyaki chicken on a stick for $1. There's some person selling Jello shots for $1. And then it was crazy. Two of my paintball teammates met up with us. They live in Boston. Met up with us. We went to the second bar, which is like a club. It was awesome. I yellow carded so many people.
Amazing.
I just walk up to him. Like one guy was the Pope, and he had like the full hat and robes, and like a staff thing with like a cross on it, and he had like neon cups stacked on it from some other bar in the bar crawl. And I was like, excuse me, Mr. Pope, that's gonna be yellow card offense for sacrilegion here. It's like one more of those and you're out of here. And I saw he stacked another cup on later. It was like additional cup. That's the second red card. You're gonna have to leave.
That's funny.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
We would have to couple other people like that. And of course, I was flirting with girls doing the same thing. It was like, oh hey, like I don't know. One girl was Freddy Krueger. I was like, excuse me, Mr. Krueger. It's a yellow card offense being outside of someone's dreams. You're gonna have to go back to someone's dream right now, please. It was like
dude, that movie fucked with me so hard.
Oh yeah, dude, it's supposed to. But I was like, I'm gonna need a number for the booking, like her phone number.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Because that's what the refs do. They write the things down.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie legit freaks me out because it's in your dreams. So when you go to bed, that's all you're thinking about.
Yeah, that's the whole.
I don't care.
Movie.
Like, I don't like scary shit.
No, me neither. The Exorcist fucked with me so hard when I was a little kid. I didn't even see the real one. I saw Scary Movie 2 making fun of The Exorcist, and it freaked me out.
What's Scary Movie?
It's just like a
parody of scary movies. Yeah.
It's a parody of scary of different horror movies. Like the Wayans brothers
like
do it.
Combine a bunch of them. I think Snoop Dogg was in one of them.
Oh, it came out in 2001.
Yeah, it was obviously watching like a rerun or something.
Oh, actually, I remember this.
The most recent one
yeah.
is like 5 or something.
Yeah,
I saw
probably
this.
even more than that.
I saw. Yeah.
So what was I saying?
I don't know.
Yeah, Halloween was great. Practice was great. I like the World Cup layout a lot. But back to video game stuff. Modern Warfare 2 is really fun. I enjoyed that. I played that on stream because I downloaded it Monday and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna mix it up. We're gonna have mix up Monday. Play a little Modern Warfare. I played some of the campaign before stream, and then I played multiplayer during the stream. Normally, I'm a Treyarch like Black Ops Call of Duty person. I like that style a lot better. Excuse me, but this was pretty good. I think I enjoyed this more than I did do like the mechanics of Modern Warfare 2019. The time to kill is super duper short, but I haven't found it like annoying. Like in Vanguard, it's annoying how short it is. Well, Vanguard's just really terrible, but
right.
I like most of the maps. I found like there's a few of them that are different but still enjoyable. Like they're not necessarily 3-lane maps. Like there's one that's like a border crossing from US to Mexico, so it's like a strip. But
it's the highway one.
Yeah, but there's like tons of cars and buses and stuff lined up and like the buildings that make up the like I don't know, guard posts and stuff. Checkpoint. Yeah, thank you. That like it doesn't feel like it's like just a straight line. Like it's actually pretty complicated to navigate in there. So it feels fun. Then there's another one that's like an F1 like racetrack that's like in Domination. That it's like a triangle almost. It's like a circle, so it's not really like a 3-laner. but that feels kind of fun too because of how it's laid out. So I don't know. I like a lot of the maps. There's only one that I really don't like, but I forget which one. It's like I forget how to describe it, but most of them are different but still fun. So I think they did a pretty good job with it. I'm looking forward to the Warzone coming out to try that.
Have you tried?
Go ahead.
I was going to say, have you tried different guns? Do they feel all relatively balanced, or is it very clear, like, oh, use this one if you want to?
No, they feel pretty balanced. Like the M4 is good, but it doesn't feel like when I've used like an assault rifle or a submachine gun against people using like a marksman rifle or a sniper rifle or a shotgun or something, it doesn't feel unbalanced. Like the shotguns, I'll kill you when you're super close, but that's normal.
Right.
But like at range, it'll take them 2 or 3 shots. So I think that it's balanced in that way. And all the marksman rifles, like if you don't shoot somebody in like the upper chest or head, it won't be a 1-shot kill. So it feels like there's a skill part of that to where it makes it balanced, you know?
Okay.
So far so good anyways. I haven't like, played competitively or super duper hard, hardcorely, but I'm enjoying it.
I actually enjoyed playing with Nick because when I play Call of Duty, I'm toxic Marcus.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
100%
hilarious.
It's no holes barred. Like Call of Duty pulls out toxicity in me.
Yeah.
Like I'm not mean to people. It's my mouth. Like I can't help it.
Yeah. You're just,
and I did enjoy it
more than usual and stuff.
There's nothing like a Call of Duty game in the first 2 weeks it's released because everybody's learning how to play. It's not like I'm not dropping into a game that like somebody's prestiged 150 times already in a month. You know what I mean?
They know every spot you're
like,
gonna pop out from.
Yeah. So like it's brand new. So like it's super fun because everybody's learning it. But by the end of the month, it's just gonna like the skill gap is just gonna because I don't play it that much.
Right.
But the other thing I was surprised on is it was $70.
Oh yeah, that was uncomfortable.
Well, I'm all for a price hike in a game.
Yeah.
But like again on the PC, I don't think it deserves to be $70.
No. Especially because not everything is ready for it at launch. Like why am I paying $70 for Warzone to come out like in a couple months and I'd like the co-op mode or like co-op campaign, I forgot which it was. There's co-op something that's missing. That they're going to come out
There's
with.
There's no co-op campaign. It's going to be co-op missions. So like you're going to be able to like it's going to be like zombies.
Well, that's fine. Like, my point being that's still not ready yet. So like why how it's kind of tough for them to justify charging more when not all the features are ready to rock.
Yep.
It's
totally agree.
Yeah. Do you guys play Call of Duty?
The price has scared me. And then everybody being like, oh, it doesn't work on my computer. I haven't been able to get in any lobbies. I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending that money on it yet. I'm going to give it a month or two, see if people are still playing it, and then maybe get into it.
I remember.
Go ahead.
I was going to say Chimeri's stream when he did his late night Modern Warfare 2 stream when it came out. And they were having like so much trouble. I think it was like half an hour or something trying to get the lobbies together. And my constant meme was just, this is what $70 bought you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand some issues, but like, come on, you can't party up with people and they're having graphics driver updates and the game's like not finished. Like Nick just said, all this stuff isn't out yet. Not worth $70 to me to play day one. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. That's bad. I can understand some level of like server issues because like you have. I think
it's launch day.
It's launch day.
Like there's gonna be problems on launch day. Like no, I don't care what game you play. Here's the thing:
right.
if you're gonna charge $70 for something or full price, it should be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like your party system shouldn't be broken. Warzone should be here, and I understand why they're doing it because Warzone is the free-to-play model. And if they released a new Warzone, nobody would have bought the game. They would have just paid the free-to-play option.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it's a good tiered system.
I actually didn't think about that part of it. It's probably ready. It's just not. They're waiting.
But
right.
This is the beginning of the $70 titles. God of War comes out next week. That's $70. Like this is the future, and
I'm okay with that.
And it makes it right. But at the same time, I bought the digital deluxe edition for Destiny 2's Witch Queen. It was $100.
Yeah, that's a lot.
but you get all the seasonal content for the season. The Lightfall expansion that's coming, I bought the collector's edition for $150.
Wow.
I want the little statue.
I was gonna say,
Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't spend money on
Physical
anything
goodies.
except stuff to be a nerd.
I spent it all on paintball.
But can I give a sidebar real quick? I feel like I'm always doing a sidebar.
why are you asking? This is the sidebar.
Just
show.
do it.
All right.
Yeah.
right,
well,
so-
that was
working
the
class
second thing.
sidebars.
When I was
We're
in
already
stream,
there.
yeah. So when I was in stream, somebody DM'd me on Twitch and asked me to purchase my Christopher Clark Luke Vader painting.
Really?
Yeah,
The one
Interesting.
that's right behind you.
yeah. And I was like, I don't know, dude.
How much?
They offered me $1,200,
Was,
and I was
what
like,
did you pay
Pretty
for that?
good.
Well, you don't have to tell me precisely.
no, I think I paid. I
think it was a couple hundred at least.
No, it was like $495. So I
Okay.
paid $500 for it.
Okay.
Okay.
And the only reason why I got it for that is because Cameron
Yeah, we had the hookup through Cameron.
He
did
works
our-
for Acme. Cameron
Hmm.
did our original Working Class Nerds logo. He works for Acme Archives, and now he is he works for Lucasfilm, Lucas Arts as an artist.
Nice.
So
That's cool.
anyway, and I was like, dude, I don't know if I can get rid of that. That
That's a pretty
painting
epic.
That's a
painting.
tough one.
Yeah.
that's like center of my wall.
You know.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yep.
me and I told him, I was like, look, if I go to Disney for the art festival again and I see Cameron and there's something really dope,
That you can swap it with.
because like, yeah, if I could find one that I could swap it, because there's one that is from Return of the Jedi and it's a space piece. I'll see if I can find it and show you guys. It shows the second Death Star and like the Falcons flying away with the X-Wings, and you can see like the TIE fighters and the Star Destroyers all in the back. Like
Yeah.
that, if I could get that piece, but it's not for sale anymore. If I could get that piece, I would probably sell the one I have.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the one you have is pretty epic.
Right. I'm
sabers coming
I'm
together.
upset. Obsessed. But anyways, sorry. I don't know why we went there, but we did. Anyways, do you like Star Wars: The Old Republic? Do you like
Yes.
Destiny 2?
Yes.
How about World of Warcraft?
Sometimes.
Guild Wars 2? Do you like
never
Lord of the
played it.
Rings Online?
Yes.
Do you like Final Fantasy 14? Or how about any of the Nomads games where it could be anywhere from Animal Crossing to maybe Diablo
Pokemon?
3? Pokemon is coming. Like, who doesn't want to use your Pokeballs? I mean, come on. And if you like all that stuff, then AIE is the place for you. We have a guild calendar that you can see all of the weekly stuff we do, like Clan Night, Tuesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern, or Star Wars: The Old Republic mandatory fun night, where the fun is mandatory.
But attendance is not.
And that is at 9 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays. There's stuff to do every night in AIE.
And
So
If all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org. Get our Discord information in the top right-hand corner of the website. Click that big purple button and ask for a guild invite. Whether or not you play Star Wars: The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, World of Warcraft, Lord of the Rings Online, or any of the other games that we play, we would love to have you.
as you all know, Nick has the bladder the size of a pea, so I'm sure he has to use the bathroom.
I do. So we'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So today we're getting ruthless with these questions. We're channeling the ancient powers of Dathomir to extract the information from Ruthie here. So first things first. Why did you start streaming?
So I started streaming because it was a goal. So I initially started on TikTok making like cosplay Star Wars content.
Okay.
And then I can't even remember what the follower goal was, but it was a specific follower goal. And I was like, okay, when we hit this follower goal, I'll stream Jedi Fallen Order. Because, I had already cosplayed. I think I was already cosplaying Trilla at that point, Marin at that point. And I was like, I'll play it. So that's what got me into streaming. I didn't actually start streaming with Jedi Fallen Order. I started streaming Battlefront 2.
Oh, that's cool. That's
All
so.
right.
I was gonna ask. I don't know if I wrote it down or not. But like the chicken or the egg, was it streaming first and then cosplay, or obviously
Oh, cosplay first.
cosplay
By
and then
far.
got it.
Well,
All right.
what got you into cosplay?
My mom. So my mom's freaking awesome. So when I was like, my mom always made our Halloween costumes growing up, but then we started going to cons, and my mom was like, wait, I can like do this, but like characters I like, and I can do it. And so she started cosplaying, and that's what got me into cosplay. She just recently built Bumblebee, like from Transformers. I know I need to go find a picture so I can show you guys.
What?
But
Like
my
that's
mom
not
is
like
freaking
that's not something.
amazing.
Yeah, that's
no,
not
I have
something
to go
small.
find it now.
No,
Yeah.
but that's not something small. Like
No,
like
no,
like Bumblebee cosplay. That's not like you're buying like a little suit and it's like a bodysuit. Like you're building something.
No, she built
Right.
the whole thing.
Wow.
Now I have to find here. I'll just send the.
And that's
I'll just
pre-
put Instagram.
That's pre 3D printer too.
Yeah, she builds with foam. There's the
Wow.
link. It's underneath the Jedi Fallen Order link.
Got it.
But she
pulling it
builds
up.
mostly with craft foam and things like that. But she's the one
What?
that got me into cosplay. So shout out to my mom. Her username is Let's Make Geek Stuff on most platforms, and she's freaking amazing.
That's
Wow.
cool.
My mind is blown. The eyes light up too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a video. Oh my god.
Does it?
Oh, I found.
Oh my God, she made that?
Yes.
We gotta post a link to this in the Discord.
Wow. Yeah, you definitely need to post that in the Discord.
I will.
Wow.
I'll put
All
it
right.
in.
So
Anyways,
so your mom is amazing.
So my
and
mom's
so she-
cool. Yeah.
I get it now. Wow.
But like I feel like but the other side of that too is like that means you have to step up your game so hard when it comes to cosplay.
No,
'Cause, like
yeah.
if you do a mediocre job, your mom's gonna be like, honey, no.
You're like, no, come on,
know.
let's do this better.
I lost so much cool because she has an amazing workroom with all the cool like belt sanders and things like that. That when I moved away, I was so sad. So I'm slowly building up my we just bought the 3D printer. I now have a sewing machine. You know, I'm like trying to build up my own cosplay room because.
How far do you guys live from each other?
Not that far. So I can drive there and use her stuff if I want, but
Sure.
I gotta collect my stuff.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's like I had to start building my own like collection of tools. I went to do something in the apartment and I was like, I don't own an impact driver. I was like, shit, I gotta buy drills.
No, it's exactly that.
Yep.
But instead it's like, oh shoot, I don't have this random X-Acto knife that my mom has that's really cool. I need one of those. So every Christmas I'll be like, Mom, can you buy me one of those thingies that you use do that?
That's cool. So obviously, you started with Star Wars cosplay stuff.
Yes. I've done a lot of Star Wars cosplay stuff.
Do you have a favorite that you've ever done?
Marin's my favorite. She'll always have a special place in my heart. Because Marin's the first big cosplay. Like there's a few other cosplays I did before. Like I did Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon and a few that I built like primarily myself. But Marin is the first cosplay I built by myself after moving out of my mom's house. So I couldn't be like, Mom, can you help me sew this thing I can't sew, or things like that. So it was the first cosplay that I have it is the reason I started building up my cosplay room was to build Marin. And so I'm very excited for the next game because knock on wood, hopefully Marin will be in it and have a cool new outfit.
Oh, I'm sure Marin's going to be in it. Yeah, 100%. That's cool. So I might know the answer to this, but did you want to ask the next question?
What's the question?
Oh, I was just going to go from the top of the list now.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character?
Thank you, Adrian.
Oh, dang.
I thought that was an alley-oop, but apparently it was a fastball.
Yeah,
I
I see your little cursor right next to it, Marcus, and everything.
It's highlighted.
I wasn't paying attention.
Underscored.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, it's obviously Marin. I mean, no, it's like Obi-Wan or something. No, it's Marin.
Very cool.
I'm a little biased towards Jedi Fallen Order characters, if you couldn't tell.
I can understand that.
So all of them.
Well, I think everybody has their character,
yes,
no matter what. And once you have that character and that character means something to you, like hold on to it. You know what I mean? And you can't control where the character comes from. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I mean, so like
Look at
my-
all of our
well,
favorites are all from different stuff.
my
Yeah.
favorite enemy in all of Star Wars is the Drengir.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean? Because they're straight up evil.
they are. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But like, if
Evil,
you don't know
hard to
the
kill.
High Republic, you don't even know who the Drengir are.
Right.
So I get it.
No, it's
Great
the
Admiral
niches.
Thrawn.
It's my favorite part of Star Wars is the fact that there's so many like little things about it that anybody coming into Star Wars is going to find something that they can relate to and feel connected to. And it's always cool to listen to people talk about their like little special interests because you're like, oh, I'm so glad you love this so much. Please tell me all about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like the Drengir for Marcus.
Yeah.
right.
Those are great. If you are interested, definitely listen to the audiobooks for the High Republic novels.
Are they good?
I mean, I like that better because you get all this. Oh yeah, they're like made for like young adults, I think.
No, the adult ones are adult.
Oh, okay.
I would say the first one is world building, like the
Mhm.
Andor show, right?
The first couple episodes.
It's all world building. The first book for like the first like 6 hours of the audiobook, it's very like
Showing
this
you
is
how
a
the-
silver ship and it has blue walls and it's very calm and very zen.
and here's the big
Mhm.
space station.
Right,
It's
and, like,
got
the
shiny
last-
everything.
Right. In the last hour of the
Shiny,
12-hour
shiny,
book
shiny.
is out of control.
Yeah.
But like you have to understand they're building a world that's never been
Mhm.
discussed.
Exactly.
But then when you get into the second and third book, you're like in it. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
all
Mhm.
about world building.
In the shit
for it.
like epically hits the fan in the first book. So
Oof.
it's like, oh, like it's all peaceful, and then
the shiny
like,
ship.
the shiny ship
Beautiful.
is suddenly in lots of little pieces.
We have
But,
to describe how calm and peaceful it is before we destroy it.
yeah.
Exactly. I think the way they go about like revealing that, oh my god, like destruction, the way it unfolds, you like don't know what's happening, and it's a good book. You just got to get through like the first couple hours of the audio where it's like, okay, this is just world building, and get through that. It has a good payoff. And then, and then the next books are like continue paying it off.
Mhm.
I don't think I could watch. I don't think I could actually physically read Light of the Jedi. I would probably fall asleep.
Yeah, me too. I would have not finished it,
No.
but listening to it, it's way easier to
Audiobook
get
for
through.
sure. All right.
Yeah. Because like the audiobooks are better because there's voice acted, so everyone has their own voices, and also like it has all the Star Wars sound effects too.
I was gonna say,
So-
is it like the Thrawn novels with the sound effects?
Yeah, exactly, with the sound effects and the droids beeping and explosions, and when they're in a ship, like
The
at the navigation
walkie-talkie
station, you hear
noises.
yeah, you hear like the beep, 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 as people are typing in, but like hitting buttons and
Mhm.
keys.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I really want them. So speaking of Star Wars like games, like
Mhm.
it really bothers me that they canceled that game of the people who made what's that game? Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human.
Oh, it's not
They ca-
canceled.
It's canceled.
Is
It's-
Eclipse
it's-
canceled?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
they-
it's not.
Eclipse?
Yes.
I
They
don't
came out. Eclipse got canceled.
so.
Oh.
Unless that's recent.
Well, they said it was delayed indefinitely. That and, like the
Oh.
KOTOR remake.
Yeah, that I heard.
Um.
Oh, I thought KOTOR got picked up again by other
Yeah,
people in the.
yeah.
Eclipse got devastating news.
Yeah, without adequate staffing to work on the game,
Oh.
its release has been postponed until 2027 or 2028. That's as of March
Okay.
4th.
So to be
So that's-
determined.
Yeah. so
and
like
then
it's
another
not
article
coming out.
says Star Wars Eclipse video game likely canceled
Okay.
from March 3rd.
which sucks, but like
Yeah.
how like the thing that bothers me is like you pay somebody $1 million to make a trailer and then they're like, oh, we don't have the staff to make the game, so
Never
we're gonna
mind.
cancel it. Like
Yeah, that we were supposed to recruit people to make this thing.
don't
With
you,
this.
but don't you remember
Like,
Star Wars
No, we won't
1313?
do it.
Like that game was gonna be amazing.
Oh, is that
But
the
they
Bounty
just
Hunter one in
came out
Coruscant?
with- So I'm gonna say they did just come out with all the new Eclipse stuff about like what the characters are gonna be in the game and like all the lead characters. So that's
Yeah.
why I assume that it wasn't like I don't think it's canceled. I think
Well,
they're
it's
still
not
working on it.
canceled,
It's just
but it's
being
not
pushed back.
canceled.
Well, yeah, but 2027,
Yeah,
2028.
but how
I
fast
mean,
did you expect them to make it?
well, if you're releasing
Yeah.
a trailer,
I thought
I
they'd
would
already.
think you're
No,
within
'cause
2
that
to
was
3
just
years.
like we're making a game. At least that's
Well,
how
yeah,
I took it.
They did the same with Elder Scrolls 6. They said,
Yeah.
"Hey, we're making a game." We haven't heard anything about it since then.
Yeah,
I
so
think
that was like
announcement
5
like,
years
is
ago.
like
coming
Mass
soon.
Effect,
Right,
the
that
next
was, like,
Mass
forever
Effect, they
ago.
like announced they were making it like a good few years ago, and we're still waiting to hear anything about it.
I'm going to be
So-
so honest right now. I'm sorry to our friends at BioWare.
Okay. Why are you?
I don't.
In what way are you going to
I don't
insult them
believe.
now?
I don't
No.
believe right now.
Yeah.
I don't believe that right now. BioWare. I think BioWare as a company is spread too thin. I don't think they have enough staff, and I don't know what's going on, but I see what's going on with their games, and I hope that they don't let EA push a game to release because they really need a game to be great. Like Mass Effect Andromeda was good, but they released
Yeah.
it broken.
Yep.
Mhm.
Anthem was released broken.
Yeah.
You know what I
Really
mean?
broken.
Really broken. And like it wasn't
Yep.
done. Like that's the thing that I don't understand. And this is where I'm not a game developer, right? I build kitchens for a living. I build cabinets that are nothing or pieces of wood, and then they look like your kitchen cabinets, right?
Yeah.
I can't sell you a cabinet with no doors and drawers, or I can, but you're going to be really mad at me. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, why do, like, if your target date is November 3rd, 2022 to come out with a game, but it's not ready, like, I don't care what your investors say. Do you want a game to come out that's done and you make even more money? Because all it takes is 5 bad reviews from 5 different companies. Nobody's buying your games.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's why nobody pre-orders games anymore unless you're like in love with Destiny like me,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I pre-order it because I care about this game. But
Mhm.
like
Yeah, but even with that, that's a live service game. Like,
But that's
you
my
know the
point.
core
True.
game
That's-
is
yeah,
done.
You know it's already
Yep.
solid.
It's just
Right.
extra stuff.
but like I will
Yeah.
never like
Same with Call of Duty. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
When I-
exactly.
when I was in Kansas City, I was like this close, and I'm talking really close to buying a PlayStation because they actually had a PlayStation 5 in Kansas City,
You
and I
should've
was going to
bought
buy it. No,
Mhm.
I'm going to tell you why. Because
it.
they
So you don't love me enough. I get
no.
it.
I would have bought one,
Oh,
and he would have
got
paid
him.
me. No, I would have bought it, and he would have paid me.
Right.
But the
Mm-hmm.
only way they would sell you the system is if you buy the bundle, which you have to
Oh,
buy one game and their
Oh.
controller.
which is like
So it takes, like,
$700.
The
Ugh.
$400
Right.
system now is $700, and you're like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
I just
Yep.
want the system. And the funniest part is the digital edition.
Yep.
They wanted you to buy a controller and a digital game. Like what?
Yeah.
Like why? What? No. I should just be able to buy the
Wait,
digital.
buying a digital game like physically in the store?
Yeah, they sell like
They
game
sell you the
Oh
cards.
code.
yeah, the card.
Oh, okay.
Well,
and
it's
it's
so,
just
like-
the download code for the game.
Well, right.
Yeah.
So like that's
that
like
makes
so
sense.
think about it. Like your mom goes in to buy you a game, and she doesn't know that you have the digital version. She goes in there and goes, I need to buy Jedi Fallen Order 2. And they're like, okay, do you know what PlayStation? And she pulls out her piece of paper and it says digital edition. And then they sell her the card.
Mhm.
Like, here you go. Here's
Yeah.
the game. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's true.
I guess that makes sense.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Go ahead.
I was going to say
Meanwhile.
to end Marcus's long sidebars and bring it back around. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're
What is
not.
the most difficult part of putting together the
Oh
cosplay
gosh,
ensembles? Bringing it back.
bringing it back.
Yep.
I'd say the most difficult part of putting together cosplay, especially on video games / animated costumes, is that they don't actually make any sense. Is that a lot of costumes that are like animated or drawn or video games don't work like on a physical being, or like
Right.
they don't
Right.
have the like snaps or the Velcro or the zippers that they would need to like actually be taken on and off. Like Marin's belt that she wears is literally just a circle. And there is
Oh,
no clasps
okay.
or anything. So that's probably the hardest part, is getting it from the animated version to what is something I can like actually build so I can like comfortably wear it and take it on and off and like function in it.
Right.
And then just building things.
Right.
Yeah, like armor pieces or whatever.
Yeah. And or just
'Cause
like
a lot of that
or
stuff
weird
custom,
shapes.
huh? Right.
Interesting. I would have thought, like, I don't know. For me, if I was gonna do a cosplay, like the most intimidating part for me would be like putting makeup on.
Oh, that
Like
that
if I was
is
like a
too.
Sith or something, and I had to screw up my eyes or like face, I'd be like, here goes nothing.
I've never
Yeah.
worn colored contacts. It scares me.
yeah.
It's
I feel
funny.
like it
That's the
depends
one
where you
thing
buy
I
'em.
want to do.
No, you'd want to
Yeah.
buy nice ones. Don't put cheap colored contacts in your eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd take
they're not
colored
sterilized.
contacts over makeup.
Yeah, but I'm with Atrax. It'd be easier to just slap some contacts in and be like, I'm a Sith now.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
See, I guess my cosplay is really easy. I just got to grow a mustache, put the Mario hat on, and put the overalls on, and I'm done.
You're
Right.
done.
Yeah. And then you take that off and you like put a hat on in your chronic.
And then you're somebody else.
Yeah.
And then you put on the Buzz Lightyear suit,
Right.
pictured
Right.
below.
My kids. So whenever my kids have their friends over, they're like, "Dad, can you put on Buzz Lightyear for my friends?" I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that."
They're bragging about you to their friends.
Yeah. They just want you to
they
say
just
to
wanna laugh at
infinity
me.
and beyond.
Yeah.
On the plus side, for
Um,
parties for your kids, you don't have to hire an actor. You
That's
just
true.
dress up as
You
Buzz Lightyear
Are
and
just
show
Buzz
up.
Lightyear.
There you
Cheaper.
He's shaking his head for the listeners.
Ruthie, what are some
Yeah.
of your goals?
Well, one of my big goals has always been to enter a cosplay contest. I've never entered a cosplay contest. And as we saw from my mom before, she enters cosplay contests all the time. So it's been like a dream, not
Yeah.
like I need to make my mother proud of me or anything like that. More just like I helped handle her. So as a cosplayer, especially if you're in a big Bumblebee suit, or she's done Farah from Overwatch, which I posted a few videos in her Farah recently.
Yeah.
In those kind of costumes, you cannot function like
Yeah.
by
if you're
yourself.
just-
You need someone watching you.
Right.
Like in the Bumblebee, you can't really see. So it was a big thing at con that we had to make sure kids wouldn't get next to her feet so she wouldn't step on them.
Oh, right.
I've done a lot of handling for her at competitions. So I've like been involved with her going through the competition process. So it's always been like a dream of mine to do that, but with my own cosplay. And
Right.
other than that, my dream is that the Jedi Survivor, that's the next Jedi Fallen Order game, the Jedi Survivor people will notice me and send me the game a week early or something like that. Or send me pictures of Nightsister Marin, please. That would
So
be great.
There you go.
Yeah.
I will. I'll send you an email for that for EA, because they
There you go.
are. So they are always looking for people to test the game
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and I have that contact for you.
Well, I will happily take it.
No guarantees, but we can.
No,
No, I'll
give
just
it the
send you the
old
email.
college.
and
Right,
you-
No.
Yeah, but like, and I know, I'll give an example. Like Bungie hired Maze. He's a streamer, but he's a
Mhm.
rapper. And like, they made like a trailer for Witch Queen with him as a content creator and like mashed it all together. So I can't imagine that people aren't always looking for stuff like that.
Yeah.
No,
Why
and
not?
And I always say, you always try, right?
no,
Like,
exactly. Like I've sent a few tweets out into the Twitterverse that are like, "Hey, Respawn people, I want to cosplay the characters from your game because I've already built the Cal Kestis from the new game."
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
that apparently I got a message on Twitter that actually reached the game devs that I built that. And
Oh,
so I was like,
cool.
oh, I got a little bit of an in. So it's just now a dream.
Hell
that-
yeah.
Something more will happen, but we'll see.
Well, Marcus is in his phone, so I'll ask the next question because I know
Trying
he's
to get
working.
that
He's
young
working on
son.
the contact info.
He's
so-
doing the things.
Yes. So all right. So this next question might be the most important one.
Oh, good.
It seems trivial, but
Okay.
it's very
No, I'm
important.
sure it's important.
We've discovered some real
Oh.
sociopaths that
Oh.
have been guests on the show.
Oh,
Because
Now
there
I
are
need to
many,
know.
many correct flavors.
Okay.
Correct
Answers.
Give away the questions. Correct answers.
well,
there's
I'm
only-
looking at it.
There's only one wrong answer. Okay.
Oh, there's
Uh,
one.
There's only one wrong answer. And that's what weeds out the sociopaths. If you answer with that one
Okay.
answer, we know there's something deeply, deeply wrong with you. So the question is, what is your favorite ice cream flavor?
My favorite ice cream flavor is cheesecake.
Okay, you passed.
Oh, that's a good
also
one.
great answer. Where do you get cheesecake
Yeah.
ice cream?
Like lemon cheesecakes or strawberry cheesecakes, raspberry cheesecakes.
Okay, yep.
Any of those.
Like Ben and Jerry's makes a strawberry
yeah,
cheesecake.
yeah.
That's one of my faves as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The wrong answer is pistachio, by the way.
Oh, is that?
Yeah.
I'm allergic to
Yeah.
pistachios. So.
Oh, thank
you're-
God.
you're
Yeah,
there
don't
you
worry
go.
about
I'm
it.
safe.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm safe.
That's,
Yeah.
that's a
And
rough
for the
one.
just to clarify, it is okay to like pistachio, but to like pistachio so much that it's your favorite of all the
true.
available flavors.
How many
is-
people?
We found 2.
2? Like
Yeah.
that wouldn't even. Well, obviously I'm allergic, but like even if I wasn't, I don't think that would even be in like my top like 30.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's our point. So if out of all the magnificent ice cream flavors that exist in the world, like you picked pistachio as your number one, like last ice cream to and one ice cream to rule them all is pistachio or something.
One
for you?
ice cream to roll.
So where my shop is, there's it's like a farm stand / grocery store. Like it's all like
/ great breakfast sandwich.
yeah,
place.
it's all like homemade stuff, right?
Mhm.
Bakery, all that. And I was getting my kids, so they were coming for lunch. My daughter had a half a day, and I was super excited they're coming to the shop. So I got them lunch, and they asked for milkshakes. And so I'm standing behind this lady, and she's like, "Can I get a scoop of pistachio and maple walnut in a cup?"
Was she
And I'm like,
107?
well, I don't know, but
Oh.
anyway, I'm not judging that. But the lady goes, the girl goes, "I'm sorry, we don't have any pistachio right now." She's like, "That's my favorite." I immediately texted Nick and was like, "This fucking person is insane and should be put in an asylum because how the fuck can you eat pistachio
I don't know.
ice
Maybe
cream?"
their pistachio
Yeah,
ice cream is
no.
exceptionally good. I don't know.
No,
It's unacceptable.
No.
That is
No.
not ice cream. It's
Nope.
a nut.
It's a yeah. No.
Like I wouldn't eat peanut ice cream.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, what are you eating? Peanut ice cream? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, if peanuts,
I'm gonna
are
eat
in the
almond ice cream, not almond butter or peanut butter. I'm just gonna eat
Almond
almond
ice
ice
cream.
cream.
Yeah, crush it up and mix it with some milk, and there we go. We got
Yeah.
ice cream. Like, gross. Anyways, what's your favorite stream moment?
I don't know. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones.
I can give you the album. You can give us a Mount Rushmore.
Oh, just
That's true.
all
Yeah.
of them. Well, my top clip on my channel is I was doing a getting into Nightsister Marin, which I need to do another one of those on stream. I owe my chat another getting into cosplay stream. But I was doing a getting into Nightsister Marin stream, and one of the people in chat said I needed to do ASMR for a few seconds. And I tried to do ASMR into my mic, and my mic arm broke and whacked onto the table really loud. So that's one of the top clips on my channel.
Oh,
is
that's great.
me in like
I'm gonna go
half
find that.
Marin makeup trying to do, I think it was like with the lipstick I was putting on or something, trying to do like the lipstick ASMR,
Yeah.
and my microphone just smacking down on the table.
That's hilarious.
So that's up
great.
there.
That's a good one.
All right, I'm about to quit, but I'll get you that email.
Oh my
No,
god.
thank you.
Sorry.
I've been like searching for
Yeah, we can't both be looking at stuff.
Anyways, tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me Ruthless Nightsister everywhere. The only one that's different is Twitter, but I'm still Ruthless Nightsister over there. Just my my @ is just Ruthless NS_ because my username is too long.
Perfect.
Darn you, Twitter.
So go ahead, Nick.
Well, no, you go because I was going to transition to something else. But
No, so you originally, so Chimeri actually made this connection for us. So
Yes.
it's so crazy. We've been saying that we've known about you from afar, but you're in the Garrison stream team.
Yes.
Okay, I'm on the Garrison stream team, but we've never. It's so funny, right?
never
But-
interacted.
Yeah.
So, you posted on Twitter that you wanted to go on a podcast and talk about Jedi Fallen Order,
Yes.
and because obviously, go figure. And so Chimeri commented like with me, and for me now, I was like, anybody wants to come on the show? Let's have a great conversation, right? So I guess for me is what really made Fallen Order stand out for you in the Star Wars universe?
Oof. That's a big question. Obsessing over it probably. Cause because the obsession came with the cosplay. So I really liked Fallen Order when I played through it. I think when I started cosplaying, like closet cosplaying Marin, and that's when you just like cosplay with things from your closet. When I started closet cosplaying Marin, like I think I'd only played the game once. Like I had played through it once, but like it was on the brain and people were talking about the characters. I was like, this is a character that I don't think I saw anyone cosplaying them, but like people really liked them. People really liked Marin. And I was like, well, I'm going to go for it. And I think the more I became obsessed with Marin's character, the more I became obsessed with the game. And I think it's all like come together where it was a good game. Like Jedi Fallen Order is an amazing game. And I really enjoyed playing through it the first time I played through it. But then it became an obsession because I'm like, okay, now my like brand on social media is this game. And so I started to become obsessed with it and learn everything I could about it. And through doing that to create content, I fell more and more in love with all of the characters and the story and everything surrounding it.
I get you. That makes sense.
Well, for me, so one of my favorite characters in Star Wars that's always fascinated me, and I love her, is Asajj Ventress.
Yes.
And I got obsessed. So my favorite planet in Star Wars is Dathomir. It's dark and it's evil, but yet I still believe that the Nightsisters were everything that they did was for the good of themselves, but they weren't trying to take over the galaxy.
They just wanted to have their own and like exist, and they got a little money by working for both sides, so it worked out for them.
Yeah. Right. Just to highlight how much Marcus likes Dathomir, pay some close attention to his stream starting soon screen. The unnamed planet happens. That is his starting stream starting soon screen happens.
It's unnamed. We cannot name
unnamed.
It is an unnamed planet made by an artist.
Yes.
That has a striking resemblance to Dathomir.
Similar but unnamed.
It's just unnamed.
Yeah. It's so I really wanted it, and like we had to modify some things, and like there's smoke that bellows across it, and it's just such a
it's like copyright free Dathomir.
Unnamed,
but it's like
similar planet,
reddish toned planet.
It's Dathomir.
Right there we go.
Dathomir.
Cool red
Dathomarcus.
Yes.
It's Kirkland.
Mystery planet.
It's Kirkland.
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland brand. Kirkland brand Dathomir.
But seriously, like it just fascinated me. So for me, I didn't play. Oh shit! Nick played Fallen Order, and he was told me for months. And mind you, I'm a one game guy. I sink my teeth in, and I'm a live service guy. So I played Star Wars: The Old Republic for years, and now it is Destiny. And Nick was like, dude, how have you not played this? I haven't watched any spoilers. Like, I never knew anything because I knew someday I was going to play it.
Spoiler alert now, by the way.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
But what was amazing for me with Fallen Order is it was the first game that we got that was Star Wars that brought a new story to Star Wars.
Yeah.
But also connected to the rest of Star Wars.
Yes.
Right.
So it was happening in real time of other things, but there was a whole bunch of characters that we didn't know anything about.
No, like the Zepho, like going through like the temples, like discovering like what the Zepho were up to. I was like completely engrossed. I was like, give me more information. Like,
yeah,
right. They had like an Indiana Jones-esque like sense of wonder trying to figure all that part of the game out.
Just so I played it. You played it. Atrax, you played it too, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And you beat it on Grandmaster?
I think so. Either Grandmaster or Knight. I'm pretty sure it was Grandmaster because I had just come off of beating Sekiro.
Oh, okay. So
And-
you were
And I was
attuned.
like, oh, well, this is most difficult difficulty, and it's fine. But that's because, like, coming from Sekiro, yeah, it's going to be easier.
right.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I played it on normal, and
I played it on
trouble.
easy.
You
Okay.
Hey, you didn't even have like a lot of the
The
mechanics.
story
No.
mode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
story mode.
story
yes.
I
mode.
respect that. That's what I told my
Well-
mom to play.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen,
you got to
I
play
don't.
what you have fun with.
Just
I
have
did
fun.
most
I
of the.
play-
I did most of the Witcher 3 like that, so I'm
No, I
throwing
respect
stones out of a
that.
glass
I'm
house.
playing through
No, no,
Witcher
no.
3 right now, so
It's great.
The best. If I ever made a rock band, oh shit, what's the name of the planet? You say it enough, and
Which
I
one?
keep saying it. Oh my god, in The Witcher,
The planet.
Skellige.
I was going to say
Oh.
the planet
Skellige.
in Witcher.
The planet,
the
Yeah,
area.
the
yeah.
area,
Skellige?
the area, Skellige. That would be my band name if I
Oh,
ever
yeah.
could have a band. Skellige.
It's a solid band name.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
but what I was saying is so we get Cal Kestis.
Yep.
And we meet this dude, and like it shows you the purge, which I personally, everybody's always like, enough with the purge, but like I feel like,
It's such a giant moment.
yeah, but
Yeah.
every single time we get the purge video, it's from a different
Like perspective.
perspective,
Yes.
and
Yep.
it hits different every time. What was the show that just showed another one?
The Bad Batch.
The Bad
Yeah,
Batch.
Bad
It's like
Batch,
the, one of the only good
That-
parts of the
That
Bad
was
Batch.
the only good part of that entire show. And
And Mando.
Oh, and
and
Mando.
Mando.
too,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because you saw
On
it
Obi-Wan.
from
From
Grogu.
Grogu's eyes,
Oh,
yeah.
and
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan too, but like,
And
you know what
Obi-Wan.
I'm saying, like,
Every time we see it, they do
It's
a
a
good job.
different, yeah, it's a different point of view.
but
Right.
what was awesome about Fallen Order is then it fast forwards to Cal Kestis just working as a laborer,
Mm-hmm.
just trying to hide out, and you don't get the real scope of how strong the Empire is
Yeah.
until you start, like, they're just hunting Jedi, and if you show an ounce of
Force sensitivity.
force of anything,
Mhm.
you like a tear comes out of your eye and it floats a little, like they're sending people after
They're
you.
gonna
Yeah.
get you.
Yep.
But
That's how the game starts, right? He like
Right.
saves his friend
Yeah.
with the
Saves
Force,
Prof.
and
yeah.
they the Imperial probe droid is like me.
Mhm.
Records everything.
Can you do that again?
That
Um, but
was pretty close.
yes,
No, that was- that was
Nick
fun.
Droid.
it was great.
Not bad for
Great
on
job.
that.
That
Yeah,
that
into
was
the
great.
next game.
Yeah,
I'll
great.
put that in. I'll put that on the list with the pirate voice.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, not the pirate voice. Again.
Okay. Was Atrax on for when I did that?
I don't know.
I don't
I read a
think so.
whole this week at Bungie in a pirate voice,
Oh my gosh.
like really hard.
Yeah,
intense
because so when
pirate voice.
season 18, the season of Plunder came out, it's all pirate themed. He
I
read the
do remember
entire
that.
TWAB.
it was like 3 pages.
It was like 3
Oh
pages.
my
it's
gosh.
all pirate voice. It was fucking hilarious. But anyway,
Quality.
I'm talking a lot, but my point is,
I feel like I gotta bust it out at some point now.
The pirate voice.
Yeah, we'll revisit.
You'll
that.
find a
Continue.
time.
yeah, you'll definitely find it. Maybe
Wait for your
maybe
moment.
you ask all the working class questions
certainly
today.
There
do.
you go.
Yeah. And all the working class questions in
In the pirate
Pirate.
voice.
right.
All right.
Anyway,
Can do.
my final thing I'll say is I think what was awesome about Fallen Order is so when I played it, they were like, "Oh, you got to go to Zepho," and I'm like, "Fuck that! I'm going to Dathomir right
Oh.
now."
Oh, that was a mistake.
No, it was awesome because I got the double
You
bladed
get the
lightsaber
double bladed
right away.
saber. It's the
Yep,
only reason
right
to
But
away.
what
go.
was
Right away.
awesome is
Mhm.
like you land on that planet and you get like the creepy
The spooks.
creepies,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And
I didn't
I
like
didn't
it.
even have like double jump yet or anything, and I'm just like, man, this game is fucking so cool. And then you start meeting these characters in the
And
game.
you die, and then you die again, and
Well,
then you
yeah.
die a
That's
third time.
Dathomir.
And you
You
die
just die.
100 times in a
And then
row.
you die again. And
Yep.
Yeah,
Dies
that was
Demir.
that was me.
Yeah.
I tried
And then
going to
Jack
Dathomir
at the
first.
beginning kills you, and then you have to respawn and run out to it again.
Oh
and
my
it
god!
kills
Yeah,
you.
what's that thing called?
The Nidak is what
Not
it's called.
yes. That
Yeah.
thing kicked my ass like 100 times.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was like, this is just rude to put like a mini boss.
No,
right,
right,
in the
at the
intro.
very beginning,
The first enemy you see on Dathomir.
and you're
just
like,
a
I can
mini
fight
boss.
it. I can fight it.
Fight
No.
Instant death.
You
Gets
got to
tough.
use the special kill, otherwise it's like impossible.
Yep. Yeah.
There's a special kill.
There's a special kill. If you
Marcus,
parry
just
it
hit the
3
attack
times
button.
in a row, you can insta kill it.
Yep.
Patience.
Marcus, I don't think Marcus knows how
I
to
just hit
parry.
X.
That's all
I don't think
right.
Marcus
No,
ever
that's
parried
fine.
anything.
And
You don't
I
need
never
to
parried
know
once.
the-
No, I know. And
the
I did the roll with the B.
If you're not playing it like every few months on stream, like you don't need to know how to kill the things
Well, you know,
efficiently.
I would say that again, and I'm going to digress because I've talked a lot, but the point of Jedi Fallen Order and going to Dathomir is when you meet the Revan-like guy.
Malchus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that dude is scary as shit, and he's evil as fuck. And at that point, you don't know
it's
if
like, yeah, it's that he's particularly like, oh fuck, like creeped out because you thought he was kind of a good guy.
Yeah,
you were
he
a
was
little
there to
suspicious
help
of,
you.
and then all of a sudden it's like he's like the stranger that lured you into like the back of the.
He's
the
like,
white
join
van.
me, and then he like rips off his robe, and he's like has his bare chest out, and you're like, sir, I just went through a bunch of trauma and remembered Order 66. Please back up.
Yeah, and then he's like, I got 2 lightsabers, by the way. And you're like, oh fuck.
And they're red, lovely.
Yeah.
I thought that Marin was going to be the boss because I did not think Marin didn't like us.
No.
And I'm like, oh man, I'm in love with you. You know what I mean? And
All
like,
the
don't hate me. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that plot twist for me was amazing.
Yeah. Same.
But
I enjoyed that. That fight, I thought that fight was actually harder than the second sister fight.
Malachos kicks your butt. Like my first time playing through, I think Malachos was the hardest fight in your first go through because you're
100%.
not ready. You're not ready to fight that man.
No, I remember dying like 4 or 5 times and going like, all right, I paused the game. I walked away. I like got a snack, like meditated for 10 minutes and like centered my chakras. Like, all right, I got to pay attention to the patterns. I have to parry exactly. I have to be super disciplined. I can't do anything like, I can't like do anything haphazardly. Everything has to be calculated. This is going to take me an hour to beat this one fight, and that's fine. It's like, here we go. And I'm going to chip away at his health slowly but surely and not take damage.
Malachos was my easiest boss fight this Grandmaster playthrough.
Wow. Easier than the big frog on Bogano?
No, the big frog. I think it took about the same times to kill the big frog because we killed Otoboko is a big frog.
Yes.
My chat was like, okay, you have to try to kill him right at the beginning when you have like the 2 stims and like nothing. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it like 4 tries. And if I die, like after that, we're leaving because I'm not going to sit and do this for 2 hours. And I got him within the 3rd try. So
wow,
that's pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Easy
I did not. It took me a long time to kill.
I know.
What's his name?
I thought I was just going to die.
What happens next?
I don't know.
I like how we got to choose our.
Was my toughest fight.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah.
Can we talk about the end of that game real quick since we're just chatting about like highlights?
Oh my god.
The twist at the end when fucking Vader comes out, I like.
Oh my gosh,
that was so well done. Oh my
gosh!
Like when you're fighting Second Sister, and I'm like, oh, okay. I was hoping maybe Vader would be in it, but like I'm like, oh, okay, it's Second Sister. We're gonna fight him, and then when he gets revealed and he just fucking kills her, and you are absolutely powerless.
I was like, anyone else sitting there like, I have used all my stims. I have no stims left. I cannot fight Vader now. It's going to have me respawn. I'm going to have to fight her all again. But no.
Exactly. It's fine. I also loved how like narratively how they did that where like clearly I'm like, because that was what I was worried too. My first reaction was, oh fuck, there's Vader. I'm going to die. Oh, I didn't prepare for this fight properly. And then like second was like, oh wait, I hope Cal doesn't like actually try to fight him and like put up a fight because he shouldn't. Vader should like kill him immediately. Yeah. And then then Cal just like runs away frantically and still gets fucked up. So I was glad that they did that. Properly.
I still, other than maybe Obi-Wan Vader, I think end of Jedi Fallen Order Vader is some of the scariest Vader that we have so far in like canon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way he just tosses her aside, just
yeah.
See you later.
Like, ultimate power, gonna just kill everyone, kind of
Yeah.
I'm screwed Vader.
My Vader is Rogue One.
I was gonna
Vader.
say it's
Rogue
hard to
One
argue with
is
Rogue
up
One's
there.
Vader's pretty fucking.
But
awesome
then again,
too.
but like the Vader fighting Ahsoka in the Clone Wars
That
when
one's
she
sweet, too.
before she breaks his mask,
yeah,
and but Rogue One Vader was just
Hallway scenes always
disgusting.
solid.
yeah, that was cool. I think the fight with, well, not really fight, but when Vader fights what's her name from Obi-Wan, Reva.
Mhm. Reva.
She,
yeah.
Reva, yeah, she,
believe.
and he like doesn't even have to use his lightsaber.
Mhm.
He just
Yeah.
like parries it with the Force. That was pretty
Yep.
badass too. I think we've gotten some good Vader.
No, we've got some
content
good
recently.
Vader.
That was awesome.
Let me ask you guys this:
Mhm.
Are you tired of Vader? Are you tired? Are you
No.
tired of the? Are you tired of? I'm going to say the original timeline.
I think I'm pretty happy with what we got currently. Like, I don't think it's
Yeah.
too much. I think if we dwell on this too much longer with new content, then yeah, I will be. Excuse me. Like Kenobi series was fine. I think that like was not too much Vader. A little bit. It was a little. Well, I don't like this how the series is written and stuff like that. I think I criticize the show a lot, but I won't go into that now. But like, I feel like I wasn't sick of Vader in like that timeline because I was going into it knowing like, hey, this is kind of the almost like a last hurrah of what we're looking at for these characters. So that was fine. And some of the like, I haven't seen all the Tales of the Jedi that came out, but like, I feel like that content felt fresh to me.
Yeah.
It's pieces of like story we didn't see, but it's in the same timeline. So I guess
Yeah.
no, but if we keep putting more content in this timeline, I feel like I'm gonna get sick of it soon.
I
For
respect
What do
me,
you
that.
guys think?
For me, it's tough because I want to see. I don't want more world building and stuff. I kind of just want to see like some of the stuff Vader did. Like he just went and won battles for the Emperor and was just kind of like his go to. Go do this. Go do that. Go do the
Mhm.
other thing. Like I kind of
Yeah.
want to see that day to day, but also
Just
at
him
the same
kicking butt.
time, yeah. Like I want to see more of that epic, scary Vader that
Mhm.
we got in Obi-Wan. But I don't want all the world building and like new characters and this and that, which I
Yeah.
understand they have to do. They
Yeah.
can't just be like, hey, everybody, here's a compilation of giant
Here's
cool
a
Vader
5-minute
fights.
clip of Vader kicking people's butts. Enjoy.
Yeah, like
Hey,
here's
I'd
a
watch
half
it.
hour. Yeah, I would too. Like here's a half hour reel of just really cool fights that Vader was in that are like
Mhm.
kind of canon. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I would like that, but I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Ruthie?
No, I'm chill with not. I agree with I think Obi-Wan was a good. You got your epic Obi-Wan Vader battle, whatever that people really wanted. It
Yeah.
cleaned up Obi-Wan's character to get him into the next movie, and you got your cool Vader. And I feel like that was a good like cleaning up that section of it all. And so I wouldn't mind if we got more, but I don't need any more Vader.
Yeah. Don't forget, we have a like what you're describing, Atrax, in like not so popular media. In the comics, they show a lot of that day-to-day
That's
type
true.
stuff.
That's
the
true.
Vader comics have that like him winning battles. That's where I think that's the comics is where that cool quote of like all I see is fear and or like senses fear and dead men or something like that when he's like surrounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
if you
find the exact quote,
there's a book called Lords of the Sith. It's I think it's Legends. I don't know if it's canon, but it's a story of Vader and the Emperor getting stuck on a planet and they just destroy everything in their place in the way. Like
Yeah.
everything.
Like
Right.
something like that. I think that'd be a cool story to see.
And do you guys want to hear a really cool fun fact about Star Wars?
Yeah.
Sure.
So
yes.
George Lucas in the original films refused to allow Vader's cape to move.
Oh
So
yeah.
if you look at anything with Vader, his Vader is always still. And now that
Interesting.
Disney owns it, it's always flapping in the wind.
Majestic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's because they wanted Vader to be more like a samurai. Lucas wanted Vader to be like a samurai.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Very
robes
still,
that don't
right.
like,
Yeah.
And now he's been Disney-fied. And if you look at all the Disney content, his cape is always flowing. But if you watch the original movies, his cape is never flowing, even when he
he's
busts the
walking.
window,
Mm-hmm.
even when he's on the, like when he chops off Luke's hand,
Yeah, the catwalk. Or
the
whatever.
catwalk, it's
Mhm.
not waving. So it's fun fact.
Huh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
I knew that and I forgot about it. So that was a fun fact. Thank you for
Very
that.
fun.
But so now we're going into, so we get through Fallen Order, and I know you guys mentioned it, but like the fact that like you built up Cal Kestis's power to maximum level.
Yeah, he's still he's like a full like a respectable Jedi Knight.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
think like I just beat Malicos and I beat this guy and that guy and like and then Vader comes in and you beat Second Sister and then Vader comes in and he's just like with his pinky, he's like
he just like
Exactly.
messes with you at the very beginning. He's just like,
Oh, yeah.
what are you doing? Because you have to hit him a few times for him to like do the initial pull towards him. So you just
Right,
like hit him and he's just like, me. Like,
Like
and that's when
Nothing.
you realize
child.
that you're not powerful. And I was like,
yeah, you're
Oh, wow.
nothing.
like this, like I'm nothing. Like, cause when you see people going against Vader, like Ahsoka Tano, you're like, oh man, or or Luke or whatever, and you're like, all right, Cal's gonna hold his own.
Nope.
He made him
Yeah.
look like he was a preschooler, and so he gets away, and he has the holocron that has all the Force sensitives, and that's how it ends, right?
He don't got that no more.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no,
They
he
destroyed
destroyed
it.
it.
He
Yes.
destroys
destroyed
it.
it.
Destroyed it.
Right.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, where does this story take us in the next game?
I think that they're gonna show Luke building the academy. Oh wait, that's too early in the timeline.
Yeah, because
Sorry.
this
Luke's not
takes
around
place
yet.
same time as
Before.
Obi-Wan.
Sorry, I forgot.
Takes place. So Luke is still a child.
Yeah, no, Luke is 7. That's bad. I'm gonna just
He can build the order. I believe in him.
I'm gonna sew my nerd card
Yeah.
back together. I'll be right back.
You're good.
That's a good one.
I got
I play that video game too.
Well, it's called Survivor, right? So
Well, you
hopefully
gotta
we can
imagine.
derive something from that.
I think we're probably gonna get more Vader content if that makes it.
I'm hoping. I actually talked about this on my stream. We talked about this a little bit of how, like, we hope we get another kind of Vader scene, but in some ways, I hope it's like non-important.
I'm getting a yellow card. That's what Marcus is holding up.
Oh, for
Yellow
your
card.
Luke comment.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ruthie. What were you saying?
No, you're good. I was just saying that in some ways we hope there's a Vader scene, but we hope it like is just like a cool offhanded thing. Because Cal couldn't fight Vader and survive. I guess they could have us fight Vader and him die at the very end of the game.
Right.
But Cal can't
He
fight,
dies at
fight
some
Vader and survive.
Right.
So I don't know. Like I wouldn't mind seeing Vader in the next game, but I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, same. Or maybe like a cutscene where he's interacting with.
Where he like
with,
tells
like-
somebody to go find Cal or something,
Right.
you know, like.
I'm curious who like the character with the long hair in the Bacta tank is.
No clue. I hope it. I know there's a lot of people. Like, there's people that want it to be Star Killer. There's
Right.
people that want it to be like tons of different characters. I hope it's an entirely new character because I think that's what Jedi Fallen Order did right. Is that they
Yeah.
just introduced all new characters other than Vader, obviously.
I'm really sorry. Star Killer
In canon would be
in canon
No,
would
I
be
don't want-
amazing.
Oh, I'm in boat. I don't want Star Killer in canon.
Because he is the ultimate apprentice.
But he
for
couldn't
Vader.
exist in the way that he existed in Force Unleashed in canon. It wouldn't
That's
work.
fine.
And
Yeah,
I
but
feel
that's
like
not-
So
people
we
are
redo
upset
it.
about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but if you just change it, you
But-
can make a new
Yes,
character.
that's true. Well, but then that's why I want it to be a whole new character. Because I'm like, if you're going to bring in Star
Okay.
Killer, you have to keep him Star Killer. You can't make him a new guy.
That's fair.
That
Okay.
would be
Yeah,
because then people would be mad. Because then you have this isn't Star Killer. Who is this
Call
guy?
him Killer Star.
The
I
killer
do
of
agree,
a
but I-
guy.
The Killer Star.
But I do agree it's going to be a new character
No, I
because
hope
they're
it's a
not.
new character.
It's going to be because if I say this all the time, the hardest part about Star Wars is you can't please everybody. So like I say, like that's why I'm kind of happy that the KOTOR remake isn't coming, because I feel like they would have just fucked it up, and it wouldn't have been my KOTOR.
Right. Yeah.
And like my Revan is my Revan, and don't fuck
Mhm.
that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think there's been enough Revan where even like the 13-year-olds who want to play it, you can play KOTOR on your iPad and it plays really well. Yeah, the graphics suck, but the story's amazing. They have the Revan book. You can play SWTOR. Like there's enough Revan to where you don't need it. Just like I don't want them to ever make a Revan movie, because it's never gonna be
made good.
Right.
Yeah.
But
even if they cast Keanu Reeves as Revan.
Yeah, that's true. Your man.
Yeah. That would be sweet. No, I don't want it. I don't want Revan in a movie or a show, but if it was, it has to be my man.
It has to be Keanu Reeves. All right.
It has to. But in PC Gamer's article, they're talking about the new game, and it says Cal turns his lightsaber on the holocron containing the data, literally cutting off that story's arc potential.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But this leaves us with a surprisingly few plot hooks. Beyond the freshly established personal beef with Darth Vader himself, who makes a brief appearance during the final finale to ruin Cal's day, and gives to him and fellow Jedi Kree?
Yeah.
Siri. Through beating them before the narrow escape. So I believe that Vader is going to be, you're going to fight Vader in the end of this. And I hope Cal disappears with the Force.
Yeah.
Like,
or maybe they want to make a trilogy, but I think it's got to end with Cal dying.
Yeah, it has to. Just
because or disappearing to some planet somewhere that no one's ever heard of. But
no, because you can't beat Vader. Like,
no.
Vader,
if he fights Vader, he's gonna have to die or run away.
Well, that's what I mean.
But he's gonna have to die. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't know, because I don't know if they want to make a trilogy out of it. I wouldn't mind, obviously, getting a trilogy out of it, and that's the way it leans. But
I don't mind a trilogy so long as the story is good.
Yeah,
you know, I'm all for extra content as long as the writing's good. That's my big.
No, I agree with that.
If it doesn't make sense, don't do it. If the story that they want to tell is 2 games worth of story, then perfect. But
at this point with Star Wars games, please, if any developers are listening, just don't screw it up. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking.
No.
Just please make it good. Like mid-tier is all we need. Yeah, like just a normal, good quality Star Wars game. You don't have to reach high. Aim for the middle ground. We're good. Make
it decent writing, decent gameplay. You walk away from it and you go, "That was a game. That's all we need."
Right? Yeah,
that was a game.
I enjoyed Star Wars. That was a good game.
That was cool. I might not play it again, but it was cool.
I beg to differ. I want home runs only, please.
Well, I want that, but I will accept.
I thought Fallen Order was like a home run. Like that's the bar.
Well,
I think.
It needed to be a little longer, though.
What?
I actually like that.
Bro, 3 planets.
I like that it's short. Well, and I'm also going to say, so I was talking to one of the people that worked on the animation for Jedi Fallen Order, and he was talking about how they had so many things they wanted to do, but because they had no budget, since this was the first Star Wars game they'd created, nobody knew how it was going to do. They had no budget. And so they were working for nothing. So he was talking about, he's not working on the new game, but he was talking about how he really hopes that they gave it a lot more budget this time so they can actually do all the cool things they want to do. So I'm hoping they got a bigger budget from the look of the trailer, hopefully. But we'll see when they release more stuff.
On some bullshit website, it says, and I read through that there is a quote, but the headline says Respawn reportedly plans to make Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order into a trilogy.
Ooh,
which
so maybe.
So for me, I think that so that would be pretty sweet if they do, because this game would end with the Empire winning.
Right.
Yeah. They'd have to lose again.
What recently did we get of Star Wars that where the Empire won?
Andor stuff.
I'm like all of Andor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, Andor's so
kinda,
good.
kinda
What's your name?
Obi-Wan, but not really.
I'll find her.
All right, can we
Marcus
just-
has a giant crush on
Oh.
that character in Andor.
Like
Oh, yeah,
that-
the head-
female, the
Oh,
female
ISB
ISB agent.
She's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Oh
She's
my
on
God,
my
I
list
am-
for people I need to cosplay because she's so
Like-
freaking cool.
And she's so hot. Like
There you go.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, like
No,
Oh,
Nick
shit.
doesn't
For me.
see it, but like
Really?
I am like if like Keanu is my
I mean, I get it, but,
ISB lady who I can't remember her name.
and she's talking to you like all rude and condescending, and I'm just like, whatever you need, honey.
I know I've seen so many
Yes,
memes of people being
ma'am.
like, if like people are blaming. Are we allowed spoilers for the most recent episode of
Yeah.
Andor?
Yep, spoiler for
Yeah.
Andor.
Okay, okay.
You've been
in
warned.
the latest episode where Kern, what's his name?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, is like stalking her and like being kind of creepy. I've seen so many memes of people being like, yeah, he's creepy, but like if she came and interrogated me, I would also maybe do that. You know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You gotta
Well,
at least
I'm-
shoot your shot.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
exactly.
I'm trying to decide if they're going to end up in a relationship or she's going to get him to be an ISB like
Spy.
spy
We'll see.
because it's coming.
I don't
Because
know,
that
like
would
I'm
be
kind of
cool.
also in the camp of I kind of hope he just kind of stays a weird guy that's obsessive and
no
like
way.
There's no way.
Because
He's
something's
gotta
going
do
to happen.
something
I
else.
think something's going to happen to where the ISB is going to stop her from getting an answer.
and she's gonna
And,
have
like,
to figure it
Like,
out.
or they're going to find out that he's in jail and she's going to place that guy inside the.
Because he's
the
gonna do
jailhouse.
whatever she asks.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would do everything she asks.
Exactly.
Like, if she
Oh my
asked me
God.
to wear that mind probe, I would wear it for her.
You do it. You're like, yes, ma'am.
Yes, like whatever you tell me, I will tell you whatever you need.
Well,
But
and
anyway,
so, also, we were talking about Witcher earlier. She is the voice actress for Yennefer in The Witcher 3.
Oh, and that-
I've been playing The Witcher 3.
You
Yeah. And so I've been playing The Witcher 3, and anytime Yennefer talks
I
to
can tell
me, I
Oh.
sit there and I'm like, it's
Oh,
the
no.
ISB lady.
see, that ruins it because I
Marcus
like
and I are-
Yennefer.
No, I
Team
love
Trist.
Yennefer.
Team
Yeah.
Triss all the
Well,
way.
they're different characters. They're different characters.
like
Okay,
this-
I gotta explain
Oh.
this
But
But
reaction.
now,
Oh, that's
So-
hilarious.
This is like,
I love it.
Oh man,
So yeah,
This
The
is
Witcher.
great for me.
I don't like her anymore. She's out.
what? Are you not a
Instantly-
Yennefer person?
No, so I'm playing The Witcher 3 and
Uh-huh.
in my playthrough, I came across Triss first,
Yeah.
which I think you kind of
Yeah.
normally do, going through Novigrad
Yeah,
and stuff.
because you mean
So-
yeah.
But before I even started, I'm like, nope, it's gonna be a Yennefer playthrough. Like I'm
That was me.
romancing Yennefer. So I'm denying Triss all the things, and
Mm-hmm.
these two in my chat are like, "What are you doing? She's throwing herself at you. Have sex with Triss." It's like
No!
Triss.
Well,
Yennefer.
I played the second one though, so for me,
Okay,
like
if you play the first and
Triss
second
was
one, it
mo-
makes sense because Triss is
Yeah,
there
like-
for you. You know,
She's
Triss
your
was
love
there
interest the whole
from
time.
the
she's your
beginning,
girl,
yeah.
and Triss is
Exactly.
so sweet and
Triss
she's
is
so
perfect.
pretty.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
She's so perfect.
Yeah,
It was
but
hard
like
to say
Yennefer's
no.
like dark and stormy
Yeah, but now
and like mean and like kind of toxic, and I kind of
They're
like it.
better
but,
for
like-
each other.
Yeah, because they
like-
both are like that. You
Girl
know?
and Yennefer are better for each other.
but
They
now
are, yeah.
But Triss is amazing. I would date Triss over Yennefer personally if I had to date one of them.
I would not. Well,
But
I
I
should
do
say
love
my
Yennefer.
track record is mostly Yennefer's.
I respect that.
And it's a lot of toxic. I'm working on that in therapy, but yes, it's a lot of toxic.
Oh,
My therapist goes, "It sounds like you keep going to the same store but buying a different colored shirt." But it's the same store, so you get the same result.
Getting the
it's the
same,
same type of shirt. It's just a different
same
color.
quality,
Yeah.
different
Right.
color.
but now that
That's funny.
ruins my female
Your crush in Andor?
crush.
So-
I don't think
okay,
I can
well,
crush on her anymore.
So you're
Yeah.
saying it ruins the crush as opposed to switching from
To
Triss
Team
to
Yennefer. I know.
Yeah.
Because
There you
Yennefer's
go.
like,
That shows you
commanding
how-
and
Yeah, I was gonna
similar,
say.
like
So Triss is more powerful than ISB Lady.
Yeah. Which shows
Yennefer
you how
is, you mean?
powerful-
No. I
No.
was saying that
oh,
the
his
power
like
of
for
loving
Triss.
Triss is
Right.
more
Oh,
powerful
more.
than his love of
Well, because
Yennefer,
like
yeah.
I don't
I
like
gotcha.
Yennefer. She's batshit.
Yeah, well, she's not crazy. She's just she's a little
Batshit.
she's a little off her rocker. She makes some illogical
all
choices,
are.
I suppose.
Anyway,
Well, meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Back at the
I need the
ranch.
button with Kitty doing that.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
at the ranch.
But yes, I see, lady.
Yeah, I love where Andor's going. I love the whole thing, and it's almost like, and I'm gonna like Andor, Rogue One, Fallen Order are such good Star Wars content.
Yeah,
know
Andor
what I
feels
mean?
like an HBO show.
It does.
Like the Book of Mando, the last 2 episodes that were just
All
like
Mando.
that was
Book of Mando.
amazing. The last episode of what was it, season 2 of Mando, and like
Mhm.
Luke was just crushing the Dark Troopers
Yeah,
with his hands, like that. That is just top, like amazing. I'm gonna quote Atrax. It was top tier,
yeah.
and
top tier.
yeah, and all of those things just make you feel like Star Wars like connects you.
Yeah.
Where then you get the worst show ever, which is the Bad Batch, and it's just like, this is a waste of time to even watch this.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
frustrating. Yeah, the first episode that's like an hour and a half of the Bad Batch is great because it shows you the purge. But my frustration, to summarize both of our frustrations with the Bad Batch, is like after that, nothing happens.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
like no characters grow and
Well,
develop.
they're just running, right? That's
They're just running, and
Yeah.
they go
Big
to this
showdown at the
adventure,
that.
and like Omega like is not good at fighting at the beginning and knows nothing, and not good at fighting at the end and knows nothing. But
And
now
he's
she has a laser
consistent.
crossbow.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Crosshair's a jerk in the beginning, and then the big
He's
plot twist is that he's just been a jerk the whole
actually just a
time.
jerk.
Yeah, it's like what? Oh, the one character that might have some like kind of arc.
Redeeming
The
arc.
plot twist of the arc is that he didn't change the whole time. It's like, yeah. Anyways, I'll have to stop. being
I'm
negative.
really. How many more episodes of Andor are there? 3.
Only like
Three.
3, yeah.
3 more.
Yeah,
I'd
but
be so sad.
It's still a
But
lot of
it's over.
content. I'm happy.
yes.
12 episodes is
true.
like.
No, I'm
Imagine if
loving
there's
it.
only one more. I'm
Well,
happy
12
there's 12
episodes and they're all amazing. You know, like if
Yeah.
it was Obi-Wan or like
Oh,
Book of Boba
yeah.
Fett, where there were a few in there that were really good, and then some that were like, this was all right. It wouldn't
Yeah.
be as good. But it's the fact that every Andor episode after it's over, you like sit there and you're like, that's the best TV I ever watched. You know?
It's like chunky. Like even the setup episodes are like there's a lot
Good.
happening. Like
Mhm.
everything's like gritty and like feels like fulfilled, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And it's all
I-
going somewhere. And you're like,
Right. And what I really
it.
love about it is you didn't see a stormtrooper for 6 episodes.
Yep.
Right? Like
Yeah.
6 episodes and there's no stormtroopers, which means that like what it says to me is the Empire thinks they're at such the top of their game and nobody
Mhm.
can mess with them that they don't need stormtroopers everywhere.
Right.
Because every piece of content ever, it's always stormtroopers, or sky troopers, or clone
Right.
troopers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a different type of fear. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I like it.
It's time for working class questions.
Pirate voice.
A-Trax.
I demand.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, yeah, Nick's doing them in a pirate voice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I
Well,
get to
DL
set this out.
smooth.
Great.
Or
Hold
you
on.
can do it in a pirate voice too, as long as it's a pirate voice. That's all I need.
I got
Are we all? We're all doing them in a pirate voice. I don't know about
God, this is
this.
going to be
Shiver me timbers. A message we have received from the smoothest of DLs. Where do ye alliances lie? With the Jedi or with the Sith? Choose wisely.
I be a gray Jedi. Oh man, that's where I would fall. Yeah.
I got nothing. You guys don't all have to answer in pirate voice.
We have to now.
I don't align either way.
None of the above. Okay.
Yeah.
I would be a gray Jedi. I would be in the
Between.
middle for sure.
Yep.
Like I couldn't like the Jedi. I would be in the middle because I don't think
They're both miserable.
Well,
I
yeah,
wouldn't
but
want to
like,
be either.
well, so here's the thing: is like I would be a Jedi, but I wouldn't be a Jedi Council Jedi.
Yeah.
I would be like a Cal Kestis Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
hiding.
Like an
Arr.
Ahsoka Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna answer not in pirate to articulate myself
Okay.
a little better. But like, so I always pick like my favorite character in Star Wars. I always say is Darth Bane, and I like
Mhm.
dark side characters a lot more because I think it's more pragmatic. Like it's easier to heal people with the dark side. Like
Yeah.
they added that thing with Rey, but I don't count that. Typically, you bring people back from the dead with the dark side and like heal people better with the dark side. So like I think it's more pragmatic, especially
Mhm.
when you're fighting. Like if you're fighting somebody, of course you're gonna have all these negative emotions come up. So it makes sense to use the side of the force that like has those negative emotions used productively towards making you stronger in the fight. Versus like in a fight where if you're using the light side, you have to like stay calm and like be defensive the whole time. It doesn't seem pragmatic. So
Right.
like to be in real world. So would I be super Sith all the time? Like no, because I'm not like a bad person.
Mhm.
But like using that
Right.
negativity to do something productive is how I would want to handle it.
Fuck off, Nick. You would be so dark. Like the good would just go away because
Just
you are a black
lean
and
in-
white guy. There's no gray
I
for
lean
you.
into it.
And
I guess,
if once you went down the
Dedicated.
dark, you would never come back.
I'd have the full.
hey, as long
Yeah,
as
like
you
there's no
Dark
fucking
Lord.
chance. Anyways, this is actually a great question. Do you
Hold on.
You gotta do in the pirate
Yeah,
voice.
you're missing
We
something
don't have to
there,
answer
Marcus.
in the pirate voice.
Right, but it's got to be asked in
but
pirate.
it gotta be
Arr,
asked
I
in the
can do
pirate
it.
voice.
Okay,
Throw him off the plank.
Yellow card him. Yellow
When
card
ye
him.
be holding ye mutiny meetings. Yeah.
Mutiny
Yellow card.
meetings.
When ye be holding ye
mutinizing.
ye be mutinizing ye captains. How do ye be gathering? In person under the poop deck or virtually via seagull message?
You a seagull message.
Seagull message.
can I
like
go
that.
first?
Also known as Skype.
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So I'm kind of torn here because like I love getting together in person because like it makes you like feel wholesome and being
Yeah.
able to give somebody a a
Yeah.
nice hug.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But I have had a lot of fun times playing with friends virtually in a Discord in a game.
Yeah.
Some of the
Yep.
most
Yes.
fun that I've ever had in my life was doing that. Sure. Dancing on a bar when I'm 21 and raging in a bar and like having fun with your friends. There's like there's nothing to be said, or playing on a paintball team and winning an event or anything
Yeah.
like that. There's
Yeah.
something to be said with that. But like playing being on a raid team in SWOTOR and killing a nightmare boss after you worked on it for a month or 2 months and winning, that moment with those people is fucking amazing. So I'm 50-50. I cannot answer which one I prefer.
I think
I respect
for
that.
for gatherings, like if for a meeting with somebody, I think a lot of stuff is easier virtually. Like I'll give you an example. Like I
Yeah.
feel like therapy is easier virtually because you don't have to leave to go anywhere. It's more comfortable because you can like be like vulnerable to somebody.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. Like for me, it'd be weird to like walk into the office. I feel like I'm getting judged in person more. So it's easier to do it virtually. So that's one thing. But like, and another thing, it's convenient to meet virtually, like for games, like you were saying. Like I've had a ton of
Yeah.
fun. Like Joey Feta and my friend who lives like an hour away. We were playing Halo together, but we hopped on a Discord call and he had like the FaceTime, and it's like you're like sitting next to each other almost.
Right.
So it's like, so that's awesome. But but it's still like simulating what you actually prefer, which is in person gatherings. So like for social stuff, I think it's way better to have in person gatherings for sure. But there's a lot of value to having virtual too when you can't do that.
Right.
How about y'all? Did I cover all the bits? The parts, I think.
Ditto.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
No, that's basically it. Is that I do like virtual a lot just because then you can be in your PJs and you can be more relaxed and you can like be eating snacks and stuff, which I guess you can be eating snacks if you were gaming together too or anything. But I will say for like meetings, I guess this is meeting specific because I'm also thinking like I went to Star Wars Celebration this last year and it was amazing because it's so cool to meet in person with all of your online friends and people that you know that you've like seen their videos or their posts online, and that's always a fun thing. but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to do that every week. Like it's one of those things where it's
Right.
like get together in person like once a month or once a year, dependent. Because like a lot of my good friends now live like in different countries or across the country, where like it's just not viable to get together. So we have to meet virtually, but it is super fun when you can get together in person.
Yeah. I'm kind of similar where I would describe it as the everyday gatherings, like meetings, just playing games with friends and stuff, definitely virtually. Because yeah, it's nice to hang out and play video games in person, but then there's kind of that like awkward, well, I don't want to straight up just like kick them out of the house, but I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
So, like, oh man, I'm tired. Might go to bed soon. And they're like, yeah, we'll just play for another hour or so, then I'll leave. But
You're like,
online, you can just be like, yeah, I'm tired.
Going to
I'm
bed.
peacing out later. Yeah.
Click.
Yeah,
night.
Discord
and then
hangout.
Right. Yeah. But for like big events, I've done in-person concerts and virtual concerts, and the in-person concerts, like it was no comparison. I mean,
Of course. Yeah.
Well, at a concert, you need to be in person.
right. So those, and even like sporting events, I could care less about sports, but then you go in person and it's a lot of fun. You get to hang out with your friends. So yeah, it's very situational for me for that one.
Speaking of concerts, if anybody has a good connection for Taylor Swift tickets, I need 3 tickets ASAP. Let's go. T Swift. Anyway, my final thought is something that my mom said when we left Free Ride's house.
Okay.
She said, Marcus, I don't understand what you and Nick do with the podcast. And I don't understand what you're doing when you're on camera. But the fact that you know somebody in Indiana that invited you to their house and was so thankful that they got to meet you warms my heart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, Ma, she's like, no, Marcus, I never knew anybody in Indiana.
Yeah.
She's like, I guarantee in the sidebar in this question makes me think about this. When we were driving through Pennsylvania, it was 4:30 in the morning and I knew Barron was awake because he's a night owl. I called him and I said, listen, this is the road I'm on. Am I going to be crossing paths with you? And he goes, I'm about an hour south of you. I'm sorry, I can't meet up with you because you're too far.
Yeah.
Then I called because I was driving through Cincinnati, Ohio, and I know he lives close to there. And he was doing something and we couldn't meet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like,
you knew people along the way.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew people all along the way. And my mom's like, who the fuck are these people? And I was like, my friends. And she's like,
Yeah.
how do you know all these people? And I'm like, I just know them. And she was humbled by that. So that is awesome.
No,
all
exactly.
right. Next question.
All right. So the next question is, describe to me what may be your favorite ration stolen from the Sicilian Isles.
Oh, that's
So
a good one.
Yeah. So in plain words, what's your favorite pizza toppings?
Yes.
In plain words.
I'm going to call you out, Ruthie. You go first.
Yeah. What you got?
I don't know.
Favorite
Like if I'm gonna get a pizza, I'm like the what's it called? Like the everything pizza
Combo?
that has like the
Combo
olives
house.
and the onions and the green peppers and sausage and
Same.
whatever that pizza is. That's usually my go-to.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah,
Supreme
like combo.
or something.
Yeah.
That's my go-to too. My only my only like removal is I don't like mushrooms, so I'll take the mushrooms off. Other than that, I usually like a couple protein things, like a pepperoni hamburger or sausage or something. I want like a couple of those, and then like some veggie things. It's like onions, peppers, broccoli. Even I like to.
Yeah.
Sometimes
There you
spinach.
go.
So, throw some like hot oil on there too, or something. Can spice it up. Or I'll just put hot sauce on there.
Solid.
A-Trax?
I know what Mark's is going to say.
Pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno.
Solid.
Yep.
I'm
that's my
torn
go-to.
between two.
Okay, I think I know the two.
So I love cheese pizza.
Okay, I got one right.
Okay,
Solid.
I love cheese pizza. Like I
All
can
right.
eat cheese pizza, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. Like I'm gonna talk about it, and I'm hoping that the best pizza shop in the world that's 5 minutes from Nick's house is open because I'll
They're
probably order a
definitely not.
personal cheese pizza just so I have it for tomorrow because we're talking about it. Like I love cheese pizza, like love it.
Yeah.
And then my second is pineapple and bacon. I love pineapple on pizza because it gives you that sweet and kind of the saltiness of the bacon. I love pineapple on a pizza. I think like it makes it. And
Mhm.
as we all know, I think I've fallen in love with it even more because like Chimeri, every time he comes here, he makes sure that we get a pineapple pizza so he can eat it.
He
Good.
loves pineapple
Because he's come
so
here
much.
to be on the show with us.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
every time we're here, there's always a pineapple pizza. And
Good.
he's always face in it.
Hot and ready
Yep.
for him.
Hot
Yeah.
and ready. Like Little Caesars.
Like Little Caesars.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to ask this one because I don't even know what this means. You can read it. I don't even read it.
So I don't know who wrote it, but it says this is for Ruthless.
Oh, DL Smooth wrote it.
Got it. This is for
Oh,
Ruthless
yes.
Nightsister. How young were you when Mother Talzin trained you and your clan and or coven? Mother Talzin is a knight.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
she's
know.
the mother
The
of the
Night
Night
Sister?
Sisters. I
Got it.
But
don't
she's-
know what time
you take-
period am I.
The mother, I
Yeah.
guess, would she be called?
Is she dead yet?
Mother.
Oh, that's
Um,
true.
Mama,
I think in her day she was pretty hot.
Well,
I
probably.
think
Yeah.
probably.
I mean,
most
I
of
like
the Night
that, like-
Sisters are hot. I was gonna say like almost
Yeah.
all the Night Sisters.
Even
are, like,
Ventress
super
is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the bald head, it wears me out a little bit, but I get it.
No, but like
here
that's
for
okay.
it.
But like the way she walks
They
and she
got-
like
they have the like
kicks her hips.
power.
The
Yeah,
power
and, like,
thing does a
power
lot for you, huh?
Yeah.
Marcus
Oh,
likes
yeah.
it.
Yeah, and she just the way she
But
presents herself, the
Yennefer's
way
not
she
the right
walks,
way of presenting
like
No.
she's moving those
That's
hips
my
when she
favorite way.
walks. When Ventress walks, like she walks with precision, but her hips don't lie. I don't know what it is.
I don't know why. I have a real problem being attracted to crazy. Like really
Yep.
I
crazy.
respect that.
Yeah.
Like one of my sister's friend, we went out and they're not going to listen to this, so it's fine. But when we went out in Boston, one of my sister's friends, I was like, I would marry her. And then I found out later, she was like, I said something while I was drunk. So my sister, she was like, Nick, she has borderline personality disorder. She's just as crazy as your ex that you broke up with because she was too crazy.
It's the
I
same
was like,
store.
It's the
It's a
same
different
store.
color.
Store.
And I was like, damn it. I didn't even know that. And I was already like, oh my God, I really like her.
That's
yeah. So that's great. Right.
He had the goggles on, everybody.
I did.
All right, last question from Quinn.
Oh,
what
I gotta
be
ask this
your
one.
favorite season?
Favorite
hold on.
season.
You got it.
Fall.
I'm trying
He's
to think
thinking
which
about
direction I want to go with. All right. All right. The last question be from Pirate Captain Quinn. At what time of year do ye be plundering the seven seas? Couldn't come up with a
That
good
was
one.
solid. That was solid.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite time of year? That voice makes me have to cough. Like,
So I'm curious, is this a season or is this
Yeah.
like a holiday?
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? This
Okay.
could go
Both?
any way.
combo, I suppose.
I suppose
Yeah.
it kind of like I guess it would encompass just whatever you feel like is your fit. Like it's either summer or holiday season or I
Oh.
feel like that's just anything. Favorite time.
Yeah.
My favorite time is July. It's hot. It's humid. The bugs haven't all hatched yet. Like August, where we live, is like bug town.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Right, like-
it's
Okay.
really
But, like-
humid and buggy.
But
Yeah.
July is like we celebrate America's birthday on the 4th of July, and
July.
like everything is just
It's sunny.
it's
the,
perfect.
The sun
It's
you're
goes
in
down
summer.
like
shorts and a
9
t-shirt.
You
You're
p.m.
made it.
swimming, and yes, like it is. That is like prime time. In July, it's hard to find somebody who is unhappy,
It's a great point.
Yep.
right?
Like early
You talk
July.
to somebody in February, they're
Oh, February, March.
Miserable.
I am.
what's wrong? What's wrong with you? I
Not in a
fucking
good
hate
place.
winter.
I'm there now.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
snowing outside.
It's already depressing. Like, forget it.
Yeah, you live in a rough place. Atrix.
Yeah, man. It was dark as a cave at like noon today.
Oh no.
Had
Oh,
lights
no.
on and everything.
Dark as a cave?
Dark as a
Yeah.
cave.
Oh my god.
By noon, I have to make sure that I have lights on in my room, or else it's
Wow.
like I can't really see that much. I mean, like I can see there's light, but it's pretty dark.
Jeez.
What
See,
about
I get mad about
Ruthie?
4 p.m. It being dark. I'm like, come
Yeah,
on.
yeah, it's too dark.
Yeah.
I don't know. Here, like where I live in a desert, so we don't get very many bugs. So I prefer like September, August, where it's like it's still hot summer, but it's not as hot. And it's like coming down,
right.
and then you get the pretty leaves, but it's not snowing and cold yet. Because I don't like snowing and cold. But you get the like pretty leaves and the autumn vibes. That's probably my favorite time of year.
I think favorite would probably be about the same as Marcus, because I just particularly hate the winter. I hate the winter, and I hate how dark, like twofold. One, because it's cold all the time, which is annoying, beyond annoying, but it's also dark. Like the
Yes.
dark part is what
Yep.
I hate. Like especially like when I used to work in the ER, it's in a basement, so like there's no windows, so I would go in the pitch black. It was 7 to 7.
Come out in the
pitch black
Yep.
and just live my life like I was nocturnal.
Mhm.
It was like I'm just a vampire.
The other thing is this weekend we have daylight savings time.
Yes.
Do we gain sleep or lose sleep?
You're gonna gain
gain.
sleep.
We go
You
back
gain an hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, we go back, but like, okay, sure. When I was 21 in the bars and like begging the bar owner to stay open until for an extra hour because now it's 1 o'clock
right.
when it hits 2,
right.
Mhm.
right? Like, just stay open. But no, but seriously, like, I understand why they do it,
Never
but
thought
can
of
we
that.
just like get rid of daylight
They
savings time?
did.
No, maybe in Utah.
No, I
They did-
thought the like American government said we ain't doing it.
They were-
Not
they-
this.
they-
We have this one, and then we don't do it anymore. Or I might be wrong.
I think this resets daylight saving time.
Yeah, this is
I
the
feel
last
like
one.
They're
some
getting
Takes
rid
it
of it.
off.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
they're
hope
getting
we
rid of
do.
it after this
Yeah,
one. So we
I
have
feel
this
like they are getting rid
weekend,
of it.
and then it's done.
Oh, good. The final countdown.
The final one.
It's the final countdown.
Because like Arizona and stuff already doesn't do daylight savings, so
That's good.
Yeah. Good for them.
they're on top of it.
They're smart.
Jamie
And warm.
Senior's looking it up.
No, I was gonna say, look it
Yeah.
up, make sure I'm right.
Jamie Senior.
I think
No, they're talking about it.
I thought it was like
Oh,
a
I thought they
legislative thing
passed
that they
it.
brought up. I kind of thought I remember that vaguely, but I hope they do because it's stupid.
Oh,
'Cause,
wait,
yeah, it's
you're right.
dumb.
So, on March 16th, 2022, the United States Senate passed the Sunshine Protection Act.
Ooh.
Oh boy, what's in that? Legislation that would make daylight savings time permanent starting in 23, with supporters saying it would lead. Oh, so it didn't. Did it pass?
It didn't pass. I thought it did.
I don't know.
because it says.
I don't know.
Oh, it says passed. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's done.
Marcus
but-
has Googled
Yeah.
some things, but he hasn't clicked any of the links. so-
He's just looking at the headlines.
Just looking,
Yeah.
Yeah.
window shopping.
No,
Ah.
So it's at least proposed to get rid of it.
It's proposed
Yeah.
to get rid of it. We have time.
I would let the record state that I would like to get rid of it.
Yes.
It's actually bad for you. Like it has bad.
Well, that's why I think that's why the bill was
Health effects.
proposed, because it's just causing people to have depression.
yeah.
Well, let me tell you guys about
Can be
depression,
late.
okay? My kids get up at 6 a.m. every day.
Okay.
Guess what happens when we turn the clocks back? They're getting up at 5 a.m. and there's no putting them back to bed.
Right.
You can just tell them.
And now let me ask you guys this question. Who's
Mhm.
getting up with the kids?
Not you.
Not me. Rip Carrie.
All right. So now with the daylight savings talk is done,
No, yeah.
do you want to discuss this picture of Marcus?
No, we don't.
Yeah, this
it's
is
at the bottom.
amazing.
It's time we made it.
All right. Seriously though, Ruthie, let everybody know where they can find you one more time.
You can find me TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all those fun places. It's Ruthless Nightsister everywhere. YouTube. I'm trying to upload more to YouTube. We'll see how that goes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of Working Class Nerds.